Hello. Welcome back for the Age of Bark.
We have sound. You,
Uh,
okay.
I don't have a camera this time, so you get to look at Illum, because I'm the Weaver.
Because I have.
Not really now.
Because we hate you.
So, yeah, you just get my voice this time, because we can't get the camera set up because we're missing a cord somewhere.
Issues.
But we are finally back with the Age of Bark after probably a month and a half. Almost 2 months of shenanigans keeping us from playing for one reason or another. Mostly in the second half, holidays and weather. But we're back. I'm gonna... they can hear you now.
Yay!
Yay. Hello.
You can hear me? I can hear you.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
all hear
What if I don't want you to hear me?
burn out of ears?
My ears?
Yes.
Carson got the short straw.
Yes,
he gets to do the recap.
Right.
So
Yes, he does.
I'm still going to
So
look over there just on habit
yeah.
for where the camera was.
So
I know. Just do that.
Yeah.
So in our last episode, which was 7 years ago,
Yep. Yep.
in real life and in the game. No.
No. No time skip. They're not that lucky.
Man. So what I remember is we found the ship. We found their ship, and it was irradiated because the core broke open or something.
Yep.
And Lumber decided he was gonna go in and fix it. Wait, no.
That was the session before.
No? Wait.
It's just I just said a recap.
Oh yeah.
Ah.
Yeah. It's true. That's true. You're right,
Yeah, I don't remember
It's
last
so
session
right.
at all.
ma'am.
What happened last session, from what I remember,
Castle.
you guys were in the castle. You were doing some
Castle.
downtime, waiting for the radiation to fail, and then a giant field of mushrooms attacked.
Oh.
You guys
Yeah,
fought
alright.
them off as best you could, and
Then we
on your
blew
way
up
out,
the
you
ship.
tossed a grenade down into the ship and caused everything to explode.
Correct.
You are now being sad and walking away,
Mhm.
and you've made camp.
Where's the captain?
He's off mourning the loss of his ship.
Yes.
He'll catch up
Yes,
with us
the
later.
captain unfortunately will not be here with us tonight.
Because he hates us.
Yes, and he has life happening.
Mhm.
But
We don't get to hear captain's talk.
not this time.
Captain's
I want you to do.
Nope.
No.
Captain's log.
Your jaw is not square enough for that look.
What look?
Whatever look you were doing.
Right then?
No, you're.
Oh, yeah.
You need like a really square jaw. Yours isn't
But
quite.
his cheeks are caving in, so it
Yeah.
works.
Captain's log.
Grenade.
Someone screenshot that.
I'm depressed.
I am dead inside.
But yes, so
Captain's log.
you guys are continuing eastward to go find the last member of the Hag Coven, Elizabeth. At the end of last session, you also got a message from Felix,
Yes.
the remaining member of the ship whose escape pod had crashed elsewhere. I do not remember what it was.
Probably nothing important.
I don't think it
Meet
was really,
me here, Felix.
basically something akin to that.
We don't care about her. I mean them. It.
Them.
I don't know who they. I don't know who Felix is. I'm Lumber.
Yeah, it's a creature.
Yes, it is.
And we were picking up the next morning. You had taken your long rest, resting from the mushrooms, and I would like Lumber and Pile. Oh, we need to see who's in charge today.
Why don't you just have dice, man?
Would you like dice?
No, I'm good. It's Pile.
Okay, so it is Pile. I need both of you to roll a d100 for me.
What if it was cheese?
What's her almighty?
Actually, I don't know if this one has.
Why? What did I do to you?
Actually,
Am I
I
not
roll
both of
it.
them?
I roll
Hmm?
it.
Am I not both?
Not this
What
time.
level are we supposed to be?
5.
5.
Okay, just want to make sure.
5 looks.
89.
All right.
You like my dice pick? Great dice pick.
Great. 84.
64.
64.
All right. It is very dreary when you wake up. Not necessarily raining. It's just kind of gray,
Mm-hmm.
overcast, heavy clouds, kind of chilly. But the weather's also been going crazy since this storm happened about a month ago by this point.
Sure.
But you are continuing eastward. Who would like to guide the way?
Can I roll survival? Do you,
You
know
can.
where eastward is?
Yes.
Well, I got 16 on the die.
Cool. Very nice.
So I did, in fact, get a 22.
All right. You have
Me.
figured out what direction
Me.
eastward is.
I'm heading that direction.
All right.
Just
Lumber. Is that
thank
east?
God you are pile.
Would you also roll a
Yes.
for me?
Is that east?
Yes. It's gonna look up. Can I see the sun?
12.
You can see the slightly less dark part of the clouds.
12.
Yes.
Okay.
That way.
Yeah, everything. It's just like this part's a little more dark and this part's a little lighter, and you're like, I think the sun's over there.
Hmm.
It is also getting dispersed because of how clouds work.
Yes.
But you're able to figure out very quickly what direction the sun
I can't
is
explain to you
east.
how the ironic what you rolled was.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
It's really funny. It's actually what you rolled.
No, I know, but I just think that's hilarious.
Yeah. But so he's building a character for me.
Yes, I am. I see.
But so you guys continue traveling eastward. Lumber is leading the way. The desert slowly transforms into more of a rolling hills, not many trees, just kind of like you picture the stereotypical pictures of Ireland, rolling green hills.
Yep.
That's it.
Can we do
But
something
everything's
like
kind of
that?
Yeah, you can
Brown.
take him inside.
so more like if you made Kansas hilly.
Joseph,
What?
he would have high constitution.
Probably not.
-1. No. Oh,
Because he is inside. He's just angry.
I see.
He can be
Sorry.
angry. He's an old man. He's allowed to be angry. One of the cats is throwing a fit. But so yeah, long rolling hills. Everything is more kind of this brown green instead of the luscious green you might be hoping. But as you travel, it starts to rain slightly. Almost more like just, I mean, it's spitting.
Yeah.
It's, I guess the Midwestern term for it.
Ribble.
Dribble. Rube.
The only thing of note for the longest time, actually, roll perception checks. See if you notice anything else.
24.
Okay.
I'm sorry. That
No,
was
that's
Smiles.
smile.
Yep.
So
15.
18.
still
no.
solid.
Don't you have disadvantage?
You have a +1.
Yeah.
Oh.
19.
Well, shouldn't he have a -1? He's pile.
He has a -2 because of wisdom and a +3 because of proficiency.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. You lucky bastard.
I still remember that.
Yeah.
You lucky bastard.
So 19. What'd you get, Aaron?
15.
Okay.
Tajan got 14. Althor got 12.
Okay.
15, sorry.
So, relatively solid. There is probably... It's hard to judge distance when everything's kind of gray and brown and hills. But a couple hills away, there is a large... we'll call it an oak tree. It kind of has that style. Long trunk and then kind of branches.
Just kind of by itself.
Just up on top of one of the hills. Very brown. You can see off in the distance like a bunch of leaves scattered around.
Can't wait to use
That is the only tree you see. You can see a dried creek bed running through some of the hills. It really feels like I guess to you, because you rolled the highest, like all of the moisture has been sucked from the land in this area. Like as you walk, it's kind of leaving very faint dust clouds. Even with the
Oh,
rain,
damn.
you can tell that it is somewhere that's been raining, or it has not rained here in a very long time.
Sorry, I'm just asking for this.
You're good.
Medium or small?
It's up to you.
Small.
Which one's small? Which one's medium?
Game over is small because short
game
people
over is
lose.
You flip the coin. Because I'm not as good as flipping.
Land it in your hot chocolate.
No! I even complimented
What did
you.
it land on?
Like game over.
Okay,
But it
so you're
also
small.
rolled.
It flipped
Sweet,
quite
I'm
a bit, though.
I'm a small boy.
Um,
Small boys.
But yeah, so
Where did I
yeah,
put
it
that?
seems like from your perspective, all of the moisture has been pulled out of this area. Like all the grass, you might as well bend down, you run your hand through it, and it just all breaks.
Right.
Before it started slightly raining, you would believe small dust clouds sometimes if you stepped on somewhere that was less grass.
Uh-huh.
You do see, I guess, in the dried spring or creek bed, the water is starting to gather because it's weirdly enough, if the ground's very, very dry, water doesn't like to soak into it
No.
very quickly.
Very hydrophobic.
But yeah, it's you don't know if it was like this before, but you have to assume no.
Yeah.
You're making okay progress though, time-wise. But yeah, that's about all you really notice is the large,
YOLO.
dry, maybe not dead, but dry tree, the dried creek bed, and then everything just kind of is
Like, how big are we talking here? Like
like
is
the party tree from Lord of the Rings.
Oh my.
Like on top of, like we're talking, the trunk is probably good 6 feet like diameter.
Okay.
This thing maybe isn't that tall, maybe only 30, 40 feet, but its branches are going to be
Split out,
long. Yeah. But there
presume-
aren't leaves.
Okay.
Everything, all the,
Fair.
whatever leaves there are brown and curled up, and yeah, it just kind of, everything looks dry. Which is weird because nature has been going crazy. If anything, this should be growing even better.
Yeah.
So, but yes, the large tree, if you want to investigate it, is in the direction you're going, but off the immediate path you're taking by a hill or two.
Yeah.
But it is definitely still eastward.
Lumber.
Yes.
There was a tree.
I
There's
recommend
lumber.
going to see the. I know. I recommend investigating the tree. That tree.
Yeah, he points to the one tree that's maybe 2 hills over. It's still eastward, but it's like slightly off the immediate straight line you're traveling.
Why?
It seems peculiar.
It's abnormal.
It is alone.
Why?
It is isolated.
Everything else is growing so well. Why is this different?
Lumber starts lumbering toward it. I haven't made that joke the whole time. What's wrong with me?
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
I have not
I
made that joke
searched.
this entire time.
Which joke?
Lumbering.
Hmm.
Bong, 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 bong. That kind of lumbering.
Boom, 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 boom.
Bong, 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 bong.
Captain's log.
Um,
Lumber is lumbering.
all right.
Lumber is
But yes, so you start heading that direction, and yeah, when you start to realize how tall it is, it's, as I said, maybe 40 feet tall, which for a tree, it's definitely more wide in the branches than it is tall. But yeah, there are dry, crumbly leaves all over the place. You are at the base of the tree. Currently, it just looks like a very large.
Can I investigate?
Yeah, go for it.
This investigation. I should have rolled perception. No, investigation. 12. Horrible.
This tree is still mostly alive, or not mostly, partly alive. To quote the Princess Bride, it's mostly dead.
Hmm.
Mostly dead means slightly alive.
Yes.
Because you break off a couple of the smaller branches just by touching them. They just kind of snap off. But
Yeah.
the bigger ones are still very solid.
Gotcha.
Some of the bark peels off, but if you go
Bark.
too deep, it starts to get green.
Mhm.
Greenish, at the very least.
Mhm.
But roll one more perception check for me. All three of you.
4.
8 for Tajin,
What are we literally?
11 for
Remind me.
Perception.
4.
Okay. 22.
Okay. So the rest of you, except for Lumber, are trying to. You're looking at the tree. You're trying to figure out what's going on. Lumber, you are looking around, and you take a step back and you hear something crack. You bend down, and you find most of a very, very dry set of bones. There is a very dehydrated leather bag, like very crumbly.
Interesting.
And inside of it is a iron jar, like a canteen
Okay.
with a magic, or not magic, I'm so sorry, a metal stopper
Mm-hmm.
wrapped in twine and with a stamp on it.
Interesting.
That is the only thing of note in
What?
this
I have
area.
found this
But yeah, there's remains of what is definitely some kind of person skeleton.
thing. Humanoid
It's not
creature.
animal by any means.
Mm.
It's
Is the
definitely
stamp like a
person.
sigil or a glyph of any sort?
Roll. I'll give you a history check because you did do some studying of this world.
Okay. 16.
Okay. Nothing that you recognize. Yeah, nothing that you would recognize. Go for it. You can roll history or arcana.
Are those pink
Um,
starbursts for eating?
I don't know. They're not mine.
That's an 11, so that's a no.
You're not 100% sure, honestly. It just kind of looks more like a I mean, it looks like this tree. That's what the stamp looks like.
The stamp looks like the tree.
That's what the imprint
Gotcha.
is. Yeah, the imprint is of the tree. The wax is very crumbly.
32 health.
Alright. On the lower end, but yeah.
I have a -1 in Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Not
That's
lumber.
rough, buddy.
Not lumber. Not lumber.
The character, he's making a character for me.
Yes.
But
Not lumber.
yeah, that's currently all you really find. It seemed like at one point there was other things in the bag, but anything that could be affected by the heat and the dryness was.
Right.
I have to text you this. Sorry.
No, you're
This
good.
is- yeah.
So the tree is mostly dead,
Yeah.
but still somewhat alive.
Yeah, as I said, if you peel away some of the bark at the trunk, they're still kind of green. Like it's still living, and then some of
Someone
the
has-
bigger branches are still alive.
Right.
Someone has the spell generate or create water, right?
Yes.
I mean, it is lightly raining right now anyway. But all the water, because of how dry it is just flowing off into the bits between the hills, the valleys.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm.
Sorry. I was waiting for the message. I looked away.
Hmm.
And if you
Yes.
have a higher if you have a higher intelligence, you get more languages, right?
Not in D&D. That's
May
Pathfinder. Sure.
Hmm.
There's no reason not to in this instance. But yes, so as it rains slightly, as you're kind of doing some examining over a couple minutes, the leaves are getting washed away, and you actually see maybe a total of 4 or 5 sets of bones. Not necessarily skeletons. They are just sets of bones.
Gotcha.
They are cracked from the heat and or the dryness. There are no skulls at all. They definitely create more humanoid shapes than animal
And this is around the tree.
around the base of the tree.
Gotcha. Has anybody like tried to examine how long they've been dead for? By
Not yet.
okay.
You guys were looking at the flask.
There was nothing else in the bag, right?
Anything that I guess there's a few very old gold like coins. There's a couple coins, or at least very. The coins
Leathery.
actually really wouldn't be affected. There is a small key ring, and a small. There would have been a small pouch, but just a few loose coins scattered around. So if you want to add, like 8 gold and 12 silver to your
Alright.
character sheet.
20 non-natural investigation check.
Based on what you can observe, they appear like they've been in the desert. Like, not mummified, but like you left a body out in the desert.
Mm-hmm.
It's been picked clean of any and all flesh. And the bones are so dry that you could pick up a rib and it just almost starts crumbling. So centuries? Like, that's the vibes
Ancient.
it gets, but because of how everything's going on, you have no idea how long they could have actually been here.
Yeah. Now, is it... Pyle wants to try and make a distinction here between a lack of overall moisture contributing to brittleness and actual signs of, like, decay over time by suffering, like, like weather. And,
Is
like-
medicine a skill for you?
No.
Then roll science.
Okay.
So we'll give you, because medicine is a science. Unfortunately, it is going to be wisdom based. So it's -2 instead of whatever.
1.
Okay.
It's a 3 on the die.
Okay, and you're not proficient in science? Okay. From what you can tell, there is no distinction, but it's also very hard to tell because magic doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
How much do daggers do as a small
D4.
creature?
Just D4.
How about a quarterstaff?
It's whatever the damage base is for.
I don't know what to
So D6 if it's one-handed, D8 if it's 2.
Even if it's small?
Yep.
That's weird.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we listen.
But yeah, so yeah, doing what examination you can. You are not trained in the medical field by any means.
Yeah.
That's weird. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I can also take a look.
Yeah, roll a medicine check.
As he's doing that.
Natural 1. This guy's alive, as far as I can tell.
Yeah, I know, right? Can I have a blow dart gun?
Sure, if you really want
Sweet.
one.
Anyway, can I roll medicine?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Are you sure he's dead?
Yes.
You know, I'll give you this. You know
15.
he's not undead.
15.
So I'll give you this.
As I'm just.
They are, yeah, you.
Is it the corpse I just examined?
There are,
or-
as I said, in total there are four
Okay.
or 5. There are no skulls, so it's hard to tell 100%.
But they have
There are
humanoid
no
skeletons.
skulls.
Yes, they all. If you manage to puzzle piece it together, it creates what would look like a humanoid bipedal skeleton,
Gotcha.
minus the skull.
No skulls anywhere.
Nope, nothing you can find. But lumber, you're looking it over,
Yes.
and this, you've heard of the term, I mean, there's a flash FUD, there's flash freezes,
Mass decapitations.
Mm-hmm.
where something happens instantly, spontaneous combustion. This is like all of the moisture was pulled out of this skeleton instantly.
Yeah.
This did not happen over time. This was a instantaneous, like you can see
His
still.
moisture has been removed.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
gather.
we can see that. Oh gosh.
The only reason you can assume that this
Instantly.
tree still survived whatever happened is because of how wide it is.
A lot of water.
A lot of moisture got pulled out of it, which is why all the smaller branches are very brittle,
The only reason
but the trunk still stands.
its moisture was removed quite quickly.
Yes.
Motion. Bah. The blow dart gun only does 1 damage.
Yeah, its most thing is you can poison a lot of darts.
This is on top of a hill, right?
It's a decent sized hill.
Pyle's gonna real quickly just walk around the perimeter of the base of this hill.
Okay.
Because you never know. Skulls are
They're relatively round.
they're round, so they might have rolled down the hill.
Okay. Roll an investigation check.
22.
Okay. So you start going around. You don't find any solid skulls, but you find a lot of definitely humanoid teeth. Because teeth last basically forever. They will be the last part of our bodies when we just decay. Unless your teeth are just that bad. But you're looking around, and they are definitely, you see some human incisors, some molars,
No skulls.
no skulls. You do find, however, a intact leather pouch that has not been affected by the whatever magic caused this.
Okay, I'll take that and open it.
It is empty. It's heavy, but it's empty.
There's one issue with this character.
Mm-hmm.
There's no page for spells.
Tragic.
Might have one.
There's magic items, which is
I
upsetting.
might actually have.
Is there any like iconography or symbols on the bag?
No,
There are some kind of stitched in pattern, but to your brain it just looks like a pattern.
Is that it?
Gotcha.
That's like for actual
That's definitely it.
individual spells.
That's fine.
That's a weird one, but it works.
It'll work for what I'm using it for.
It's like it's more for a
Um,
sorcerer, like every
It is
Like everything?
everything.
I mean, it's I guess more of a satchel, like a flap to open
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
But you open it up
I'm
and
just
it
gonna-
feels dense, like it's about
I'm not gonna
1
do
to
it
2
individually.
pounds,
Quality bag.
but it looks empty.
Are the teeth like can get condensed on one side more than the other?
Not enough to make a difference.
Gotcha.
It looks like they might have just, I mean, they eventually worked their way down, but it's even enough that you could conceivably see it being natural
Yeah.
based on that roll.
Pyle, yeah, he'll walk back up the hill. I found teeth.
I look at the bodies.
No
I
skull.
have also found teeth.
There are no, I mean, there are probably a few pushed into the dirt from you guys
Exact-
marching around, but
exact-
most of them seem to have fallen.
Exactly. Anyway.
I do not know what happened here, specifically to these humanoid corpses.
You do find a couple
Weird.
teeth that to you would probably look more like animal, but they're like tusks, like
That
half orcs
is
or
quite-
tieflings.
Strange.
I mean, honestly, while he was doing that, I would have just started digging little holes around so we could actually put water in there, so the tree could,
That
have
works,
something.
yeah.
to-
How big are those bigger teeth?
At longest, I think the biggest one you found maybe 2.5 inches, but definitely fang or fang or tusk in adjacent or in shape and size. How deep are you going? Just like a couple
about-
inches or
Like a foot.
okay. I would like you to roll a strength check.
Perfect. That is.
Are you proficient in survival?
I am not.
Okay, so just strength then. If you were, then you would have gotten to add proficiency because
Ooh.
digging the hole I could see being a strength-based survival check.
Yeah. 18.
Yeah, you start digging a hole. You get probably only about 8 inches down before you start hitting some of the roots, because trees like this, their root systems go out. They might have some amount of taproot, but most of it is shallow and wide. And being a hill,
Perfect.
it probably covers most of this hill.
Yeah.
All right.
But you start digging around, and the roots some are dry. Some of the smaller ones, it's similar to the branches.
Mhm.
The whatever being void of moisture did go into the ground as well. It wasn't just a surface thing. But the water does start to pool, and eventually will start seeping in. But
Okay. Yeah.
Should we move on?
Perhaps. I am uncertain. Is this connected to our quest?
I doubt it. This seems like
We will return.
a random circumstance that befell these
We will
unlucky
return. We will return. We will
souls.
return.
I am a little concerned about what could have caused this.
Things.
I am curious as to why there are no skulls.
That also is very interesting. Curious.
Oh well.
A mystery for another day.
Not for me. I intend to leave this planet.
Why?
Interesting. How do you intend to do that?
I do not know yet.
I mean, there are...
The ship did blow up.
Yes.
There are high-level planar travel spells, but... And you could potentially ask this Coven of Witches.
I am unfamiliar with planar travel.
Interesting. Seeing as you come from another plane. Or a similar.
Same plane. Just up there.
Interesting.
Whiny, whiny kitty cat.
He's such a white kid.
Yeah, he's like screaming. He wants to go outside so bad. It's cold.
But we're not letting him outside because we're bullies. We're mean people.
Anything else you guys want to do? Or are you ready to go?
I would like to eat the tree.
Are you gonna take a bite and munch?
Munch.
Although
Although just...
I mean, it's not gonna taste very good. It's just gonna taste like wood, crunchy sawdust, depending on what bit you get.
Hear it?
Yes, Dodger.
Whiny, whiny boy. But yes, is there anything else you want to do? Or are you going to continue on your way?
Moving swiftly onward.
All right. You continue eastward until night falls. You find a decent spot to make camp. There is a little bit of an overhang, a large rocks jutting out from one of these hills will at the very least help shelter from any wind and or rain. But you settle down to take your naps. Is there anything you want to do before going to bed?
Are there any creatures of any kind that can be found here?
Roll a nature or survival check.
And are we still in the dried?
For now, yes.
Is there any end of
17.
it in sight?
Roll a perception check.
17.
Okay. Nothing. You can see a bunch of holes where you presume some kind of burrowing creature might have once lived, but there's no sign of anything living.
Interesting.
It seems like all of the moisture from this area has been taken.
14.
You
I think that's everything.
do see it starting to smooth or flatten out somewhere in the distance. You're not quite sure of the exact distance,
Sure.
but it is starting to flatten out.
Gotcha.
And the creek bed has kind of been following the natural path between hills, but you can see where there is a dry river delta. Less dry with the slight rain, but
Mhm.
in the direction you're going, there's a dry river delta.
Gotcha.
But yeah, looking around, you don't find really anything living or recent. So
Curious. Interesting.
yeah, you may not make this assumption, but it kind of almost feels like whatever did this might have just instantly killed any small beast with the amount of they're immediately just
Where could
crushed.
all this water have gone?
Space.
Someone stole it.
Is there
Someone stole it.
That's
there
what I'm
anything you
leaning
wish to do
toward.
before going to bed?
I don't sleep.
You have to rest for
I know.
but
No.
okay.
I'm done.
Anyone keeping watch during the night?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean, yeah. I mean, I only got
How
a
many
rest-
shifts do you want to do?
I just need my spells back.
3. I think we can each take a
All right.
shift.
Roll a perception check.
No, I'm not rolling for Althor. Althor's sleeping the whole night.
Yeah,
She doesn't care.
Nap.
13.
Pretty quiet. It's lightly raining off and on. Since Aaron is doing something, roll a perception check.
Ah. Sweep.
And are you doing anything with that pouch?
No, I mean I'm carrying it. But
Okay.
Otherwise, no. 9.
Same type of thing. It's lightly raining. The ground is finally starting to accept the water over the course of the past 4 or 5 hours of
Mhm.
light rain. It's not enough to make anything more than a slight stream in the dry creek bed, but it is slowly working its way down the natural course. Aaron, perception check.
What?
Perception check.
Which one?
Lumber.
That's 22.
Nice. So when it comes to yours, I'm gonna say that you're the last one to take watch in the
Okay.
morning. They're resting. It is still slightly drizzling, kind of overcast. There is a very faint reddish yellow glow coming from the iron flask that you have. That's about the only other thing you notice. It's quiet. There's not even the
I'm
sounds
going
of
to set it down.
birds.
And watch it.
It's just a very faint, kind of outlining a tree shape that was embossed in the flask. Definitely magical of some kind.
Where's the tree?
Be
Up there.
westward. Well, no, you guys continued walking. Because there was nothing else to find with the tree, but it does match what you remember
Create water.
on the flask.
Yes.
Are you going to burn your first spell slot of the day?
Let me
You can if you want to.
How to see. Wait. Why does it say I don't have create water?
You might not have it prepared, but druids do
No,
that.
it's not even on the list.
You didn't write it
You're a
down.
druid. You write down whatever spells you want.
Yeah,
Mm.
they just have their full list.
Wish.
No, druids don't get that. They get a spell called
I'm just
Storm
gonna
of
watch
Vengeance.
it. I'm just gonna keep watching.
All right. I mean, it's very faintly glowing. The only reason you noticed it is the low light.
Mm-hmm.
Because as the sun starts to come up, you almost can't notice it. Right. But the sun does come up. You guys wake up, and I would like all three of you to roll D100s again. I need another D100 when you get back.
I don't wanna.
54.
All right.
24.
So I would like a Mallow of the Marsh, please. Thank you.
What?
Like the butter.
I thought it was a stick of butter on your plate.
Yeah, I just have a stick of butter,
Is
actually.
there more?
None for sharing.
For you.
Yeah. I didn't get some, so you don't. get any.
51. No, yeah, I'm just gonna give
Alright.
him a piece just to spite you.
It's a little warmer today, but still slightly raining off and on.
Mm-hmm.
It's just got a bit more humid. But continuing eastward, you finally hit the end of the hills, and there is, as I said, a mostly dry riverbed. Opens up into what might have at one point been a large lake, maybe a inland sea, like some kind of very large body of water that is now gone.
Right.
You can see a bunch of beached ships at various points. This was a large enough lake that there were ships on it, not just boats. So it just kind of falls, like there's the hill, and then it just kind of opens up into a depress where there would have been water at one point. You can see docks that are set up, but they are good 15 feet
is
above the ground
unfortunate.
at points.
This is unfortunate.
Is there anything like in its basin?
Wait, is there salt?
You don't see any salt, no. It seems to have been fresh water at the very least.
Yep, very fresh.
But you do see a few. It seems like they might have sunken. They were basically lighthouses at one point
Oh.
in the lake, like built on small islands or whatever. But whatever happened has caused them to kind of sink into the mud at the base, so they're a little cockeyed.
That's a lot of leaning towers.
But
A lot of towers.
that's it. Just kind of goes. You can go around it, or you can go through it.
It would be
What
faster to
about
go
under
through.
it?
I mean, if you really want to figure it out, sure.
I'm just gonna walk.
Let's go over it.
So
Can't fly.
Not yet. Next level.
yeah, you start walking, and it is kind of. It's not even muddy. It's just a dry, cracked riverbed or lake bed. Oh, hi.
Where are you?
He's here to do laundry.
Are you here to play?
Maybe.
Probably.
Cool. I still might ask you to take me home because he's gonna be here till like
Okay.
midnight doing laundry,
Okay.
and I don't want to do that.
No, I took less books.
That's fair.
And
But anyway, yeah, you see a large, dry riverbed, and as I said, there are a few, like off in the distance, large lighthouses that had sunken into the bottom once everything dried out before the mud had settled. So they're leaning at 30-40 degree angles at times. Lots of various boats and ships have kind of sunk in and are a little cockeyed as well. No body is to be seen anywhere, living or dead.
I think we should investigate one of the lighthouses.
agreed.
I also think we should check out one of the ships.
Agreed.
You'll end up hitting a ship before you hit the first lighthouse.
Wonderful.
Yes.
Check out that ship too.
Yeah,
You
there's.
do not need to
This
copy
one
our
is
voice.
a single
Trying to
mast.
have a voice
Definitely
that
looks
is
like at
not
one point it was a
person.
merchant
I know.
vessel.
I know.
Or also not
Probably
very
just
voices.
transporting goods
It's
around the
really
lake.
hard.
Gotcha.
So I'm just trying to make to alter the cadence.
But yeah, it's tilted. Even with it being tilted, the deck is probably 20 feet up. You marched the probably 15 minutes to the nearest ship. And the edge of the dock, even with it being tilted, is about 20 feet up. Or not the deck, not the dock. Just misspoke.
Any holes in the hull from the fall?
It
So
seems
I'm
like
assuming it was rather sudden.
yes, but it also seems like it sunk into the mud.
See.
Yeah. You can see the edge of the ship, and it is. You don't know how far down it goes by any means, but it's definitely sunk into the ground. Lots of dead greenery, mostly dead. There, you can see there is starting to be some amount of greenery that still lives from whatever moisture would. Because pulling the moisture out of a lake instantaneously is still going to leave something. Water has been seeping here for who knows how long.
Yeah.
How did this happen?
We don't know.
There's a lot of dead water plants, like seaweed and that kind of stuff, all
What about
strewn about.
fish?
Oh yes,
It's
Mostly
if I could
bones,
smell, it would reek.
yeah. It would not. It does not smell good. It doesn't smell as bad as you might think, though, because whatever fish there are picked clean.
Mm.
It's just
Mhm.
bones, but it still just kind of smells like dried seabed, which doesn't. It smells like low tide,
Mhm.
really low tide.
Hmm.
But yeah, you're standing at the edge of the ship. It's kind of sunken and crack-eyed, and you can see the easiest way up is definitely going to be this side, because the other side is maybe a good 70 feet, and you're looking at the bottom of the ship almost. Mm. But
Lumber. You have
Yes.
rope, yes?
Will this be an athletics check?
Yeah.
Climb.
Yes.
I'm gonna climb.
go for it.
Oh look, I still have my wolf that I forgot.
17.
Okay.
Don't I have 2 wolves?
You do. You have one made of the ship and one made of wood.
Yep.
But yes, you are able to
I would grab his
find
rope first.
dry rotted gaps in the wood, and even sometimes you kind of have to kick your foot through a couple thin spots. But you manage to climb that 20 feet and then tie it to part of the
That
mast
instantly
that seems relatively
breaks
solid.
as you
Well, no, even like the mast itself is going to still be pretty solid, even though it may be dry rotted.
Mm-hmm.
So he ties it around, drops the rope down. You guys climb up. Your wolves cannot climb a rope.
No.
What? I think they should be. They should
The
figure it
dragon
out.
can
No,
just
they couldn't
fly up.
do that.
Dragon just.
No way.
They can't climb a tree like they can in some video games.
Skyrim.
Or Fallout, the original one, where they vault a fence as a person briefly.
That's right. I've seen
Yeah,
that clip.
What?
it's creepy.
What?
There's a clip of in Fallout, like 1. The guy vaults the fence, and then a moment later, dog meat follows, but it briefly looks like a skinwalker.
Yeah,
It's weird.
because
So
there's
just gains
There's
the
no animation
human
for it.
form.
so it just uses
It
the
uses the
default
human.
human animation.
It's bad.
Awful.
It's bad.
I gotta send that.
But
shit
anyway,
bad.
Yeah, you get up there. You guys are all up on top of the deck. It is
Investigate.
yeah, roll an investigation check.
Can I percept instead?
Oh my gosh!
You will find different things.
This is the third
Except-
19 I have rolled on the die. I got a 20, not natural.
Very nice.
17.
Okay.
Shut up.
So we're gonna do the investigations first. So, looking around, there's that metal grate that covers where you can like look down into the ship. It's half fallen in as the wood's rotted away, dry rotted away specifically.
Mm-hmm.
You can see it kind of those that can smell. So
Mhm.
it does kind of smell like something's rotting on this ship.
Be it people or
Something
Mhm. Oh.
organic. But yeah, the 2 robots, synthetics, look around. You find
From
what
my-
has
from
to
my
be the captain's
investigating-
quarters.
Mhm.
The door is only slightly intact.
The captain's quarters.
Like you walk up and you can just kind
No,
of
no. Regardless,
your foot just goes through.
I know.
It does not even move the door. But
No.
when you pull it out,
No.
it just
What I'm gonna do
cracks.
is I'm just gonna lift my leg up and pull the door off.
Yeah.
Its hinges.
Well, no, the hinges just the door wood just kind of crumbles away, so you just kind of shake your leg, and the door just kind of like dried plywood.
Very well.
Well done, lumber.
Thank you.
Any rope, extra sails, repair supplies have been.
I don't know. It doesn't matter. Cord
I don't-
doesn't work.
I don't have one right now. It's fine.
The plug in the.
I asked you and you never told me. The cord doesn't work. I asked you because it thought it worked.
But yes, you found your way into the captain's quarters.
Oh look,
Um,
the captain's in it.
You looking around, you can smell whatever it is. Something is rotting.
You're welcome.
It does kind of smell like dry rot. It's not swamp rot by any means.
Captain.
Tell me
But
this is correct.
you're gonna want to move it that way
Up.
up. tilt it up a little bit.
It's about time you stopped dissociating.
There you go.
It's like you weren't here.
It was
Why were you T-posing, Captain?
I mean, he could have just went
That's
off
what
on
I
his
do
own
when
for
I
a bit.
disassociate.
I just go.
Doesn't he have a two-way teleporter? Like
Yeah.
one person has one. He just
Why are
teleports
the-
back in.
Never mind.
What? The card stock or what?
Aaron was doing something
For
with
you.
him.
The card stock
All
is
for
for
you.
Cardi.
It's a snack.
It's no. Wait.
You hear not someone, either the ship settling or wood creaking. Something is shifting beneath the deck. That's about all you're able to tell with perception check. You can smell something that's definitely rotten on the ship,
Because I believe.
and you can hear something creaking. You're not sure if it's the ship settling because you're standing on it, or if there's something moving around beneath deck.
I'm gonna go ahead and head below deck.
Okay.
I bet he's not going to be named the guy. He's not going to. Yep.
Done.
His name is not Nick. Ignore the Nick part. He was just playing someone named Nick Lane.
Nicolanius.
Eric.
Ferric.
And keep being GM.
Is it
Joseph.
RR?
It's not RR.
R.R. Martin.
Yes, it's Ferik.
George.
F-A-R.
You're gay.
F-A-R-I-K.
Fair.
Farik.
F-I-R-U-K.
Keep being GM.
Nope, you're making me do this.
Okay.
Alright.
He's back.
Anyway. So you do you want to go down the stairs, or do you just want to jump down the broken hatch thing?
Stairs.
Okay. Is your dragon coming with? Which I will actually note. Some of the wood is very brittle, and your dragon just punches a hole through it when puts any weight on it. So I'm just letting you know. If you step on the wrong spot, the dragon might just fall through.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay.
Dragon's coming with.
Alrighty. So you head down the stairs. You start picking your way through. You see it either continues on or it goes back. So the stairs kind of come down this way, and there's a way behind the stairs or further into the ship. This you cannot tell where the smell's coming from. It's just kind of permeating everything. And the creaking is just kind of echoing weird, so you can't quite place it.
Forward it is.
All right. You continue forward, and there are lots of dry rotted crates and barrels and some cannons. You've heard of them. You've only seen one or two.
What is?
The cannon. What's cannon?
But you hit the cargo hold. Smell is definitely strongest on the other side of this large, not really intact door. We're gonna go back to the captain's quarters. You guys open it up. Everything is very
Teleport.
lopsided and shifted. Anything that literally wasn't nailed down.
Where'd Ferric come from?
Teleported.
Captain, hi.
Give me a second.
And you
Oh,
Captain's log. I don't know where the fuck
I made
I've
several
been.
for you.
Where has everyone been?
Yeah.
You
you see a large chest that is actually nailed to the deck. That is not moving. A small bed, a couple tables that are not nailed to the ground, but the chairs are. Shattered glass everywhere from apparently bottles.
Yeah.
Yeah, it looks like what you might picture.
Pyle will walk over to the one thing that is nailed down in this room, and
Mhm.
and rip it off the hinges.
presumably it has a lock. Not that it does anything anymore, as he will just.
I would like you to roll a strength check.
You got it.
Mm-hmm.
7. Okay.
Never mind. Can I roll strength?
Nope, you gave him advantage.
And that.
7.
Okay. You grab it, and the lock is holding, but the wood is actually semi-intact. It
But
appears. This, at the very least, was maybe not enchanted, but magically reinforced. So you go to push it, and the lock just tink.
Lumber.
yes,
Get.
who would have really fun if I got a 7? No, 14.
Okay. Yeah, you
Really fun if I got a 7.
just basically grabs
No,
the,
I just
the
wanna-
lid. You just crunch.
You just
Yeah, just puts his hands, and then just drops
There
the
you
wood
are.
on the
That
ground.
works.
The lock just kind of is still attached to one of the pieces. But looking inside, there is a
Captain's outfit?
still in.
No.
Well, not in this.
He's wearing it right there.
No, there is a still intact, very nice cloak. It has not been dry rotted.
This is a
There are
curtain.
some coins
This
and
is a
gems.
curtain.
Gems.
You would think so. You would think
There
it's a
are a couple bottles of what you have to assume was very nice alcohol that are now very empty. There are 2 bottles of a reddish liquid that is still liquid,
Not water based.
or at the very least is not affected by dehydrating.
Mm.
And there is a very nice scimitar that seems to be unaffected by the weather. So a
I'll-
scimitar, a robe, 2 bottles of some kind of red liquid, and some coins and gems.
Robe or a cloak?
A cloak.
Okay. Well, what kind of, is there any design on it? Is it just a plain?
It's a red on the inside, or yellow on the inside and red on the outside.
Gotcha.
That's about it. It looks relatively simple outside of
have
being
found a
very
large
well
curtain.
made.
Yeah.
It is a hooded cloak. Yeah, as soon as you clasp it, the clasp is pretty simple. It's just a little buckle. Put the hood up, and it immediately sizes to you.
What?
Instead of being a little small, because it was built for someone a little more stocky.
Mhm.
So it was wide but short. It seemed
Right.
to be more, I guess, dwarf sized, but it's sized to you perfectly.
What?
It's maybe an inch off the ground. It doesn't drag.
Nice.
The hood fits instead of being kind of a little long, but it
What?
sizes perfectly.
I have a cloak now.
That is a very cool curtain.
Yes. Drapes. People wear them.
Yes.
It's one of those where you can just pull it around and it meets in the front if you want it to.
Yeah.
You
Otherwise, it's
pile
going to
showing that
flow
chest
behind you.
off.
Actually, he wears armor. So.
Shut up.
And his chest is
He
just...
is armor. He's made of
I
metal.
guess it is slightly convex, but it is just metal.
Yeah.
They didn't design him with pecs or anything.
Unfortunately,
Oh.
not. Later
They
on,
should've-
maybe at some point.
Maybe.
Maybe his next upgrade.
Alternatively, you can
Maybe
take a
pile
chisel to
6.
him.
That's
and
pile
just-
6 for sure.
Yeah.
You just take a chisel to you,
Yeah.
and
No.
start.
He just takes a marker.
Okay.
Just colors it on. Look, I am muscle now.
Just take a Sharpie and start. Yeah. But yes, that is what you find. Do you pick up the coins and gems, or do you leave those?
They don't care about money.
I'm just curious. That's why I'm asking.
Captain, do you want gold?
Captain!
What? Where?
Are you okay?
Captain,
Where am I?
Patrick, other shoulder. Are
We are
you
on
okay?
A ship.
Where have you
Not
been?
our ship.
Oh.
A
Where have
primitive
you been?
ship for seafaring.
Where have you been?
I've been out of it for like
2
4
days.
days.
I noticed.
So,
So 3 days. That's how long it's been since the ship blew up.
Cap,
I was also
it
making the
appears someone has
assumption.
recorded. I'll delete this real quick.
Does that you delete your
Captain's
Okay.
log. I have lost consciousness for the past 3 days.
Why were you asleep?
Maybe he was tired.
Tired
I
people
was
do not sleep for 3 days.
Exhausted from the strenuous journey I have been put through.
Were you teleporting bread?
And the grief of losing your ship.
And the grief,
And the grief of losing your ship.
Yes,
my
you.
ship.
I think I decided that you have legacy for now.
And just for the record, I like to.
I'm not in
T-pose.
love with my ship.
I uncontrollably T-pose when I'm out of it.
That's what his suit does.
Emotionally stunted.
No, that's what his suit does when he falls asleep.
Mm,
When he falls asleep, his suit just.
this is the optimal position for your breathing.
This is the captain's quarters. In this captain's quarters, we found the captain's chest, where I found this nifty yellow
Captain's
on the inside,
cloak.
red on the outside, or flipped. Did I get it reversed?
Yellow on the inside, red on the
Curtains.
outside.
Captain's cloak.
Cloak. But there are also gems.
Captain's
there's a-
gems.
Sheathed scimitar / cutlass. They're very similar
It is
in
the
design.
captain's cutlass
Um,
and the captain's gems.
some bottles full of reddish liquid
The captain's
and some
British liquid.
coins and gems. And some, I guess, if you really want to, some very, very dry and empty bottles of alcohol.
And the captain's captain.
Is someone taking the red liquid?
No.
Scan.
There is no liquid in this place.
There's
So, the best way I think your scanner will describe it is herbal in design.
potion.
Files, taste this. It may not do anything.
He cannot taste.
I have no
Because it doesn't tell, like,
orifice
it
with which to
doesn't.
consume things.
If you
There's no
scan the magic
hole.
item with that, it's not
I
going to
believe
say.
you have drunk a. Don't do that.
If you scan a magic item with that, it's not like identify. It'll tell you what it's made of, and it's made of
Herbs.
Plants.
herbs. It's plant based.
Let me see.
Didn't you drink a potion of awareness?
Let me see.
Mm.
It was
It was
Please
don't
emotions.
Let me see.
No.
Let me see.
Captain. I think we should let him see.
Let me see.
Don't. God damn it.
Why?
No, he doesn't drink it. He just pours
No,
it.
no.
It doesn't break.
Oh wow.
Don't.
Great. Can I have it back? Oh, oh.
So now you have one red liquid.
What does it do?
Are you? It doesn't feel like it does anything.
I feel slightly more refreshed.
Yeah,
I see.
and it smells very herbal.
I know what it is.
Keep. Don't
It's
drink.
Red Mountain Dew, not sponsored.
Not
Code
sponsored.
red.
You need that for the squid.
Squid.
Squip.
Reference that no one
Be
here
more
will
chill.
get, therefore unrelevant.
Hydration.
Irrelevant.
A while ago.
No, I know what
Unrelevant.
Okay.
Unrelated. Irrelevant.
Unrelevant,
I'm-
irrelevant.
Unrelevant. Unrelated. Uncared.
But yeah, now you only have one bottle of red liquid.
Yep.
Oh yes. So I'm going to
Great.
give a brief. This is what happened, Captain.
Stuff.
They found a hilled valley, a bunch of small rolling hills and valley that had been seemingly instantaneously dried. There was a large tree that was still semi-alive because it was big enough to survive.
Give me the cord.
There was
Literally unplug it from the blue.
some skeletons that they found, but no skulls. Pyle has found a bag that seems heavy but does not have anything inside of it. And Lumber had found a iron flask with embossed on it was a large tree that looked very similar to the one that you found. Now you're in a dried lake bed. And they're on a ship right now exploring it, and they're on their way to one of the half-sunken lighthouses.
I see.
So, that's where we're at. Now you're caught up. But yes, so that's what you find. You found the cargo hold.
And I approached the far end.
Mm-hmm. Well, no, the far end ended in a like a large set of double doors that were semi-intact that led to the cargo hold. You can tell that the smell from the majority of the dehydrating. But it reeks. And you do now think back to looking at that door, and there was a lock on the outside. But yeah, there's 20 to 40 people. Various states of decay, but all very, very dead. Roll an Arcana check for me.
I would love to not do that. 8.
Okay. And now roll a perception check for me.
10.
Okay.
Dragon should roll 2, or
Yes, actually.
should it roll for the Arcana or just the Perception?
Just the perception.
19.
Okay. So, and what did you get on perception? Sorry.
10.
Okay. So the dragon, as you're you'd stumble through and you picking yourself up and you're now taking in everything. Dragon kind of. We have to leave.
What?
Oh
What?
no, the dragon can shapeshift into a person.
Yeah.
Which, I know it does not like to, so it's in dragon form right now.
Oh, really?
Huh?
Really?
Yeah.
You a big fan of Pink Star Wars?
Wraps her tail around you and starts tugging you back out. Because cannot immediately fit through the door. You just punched a hole in it. So she's kind of wrapped her tail and starting to pull you as you see, as one, the bodies are starting to shift. Almost into just this amorphous undead shape. When I say amorphous undead shape, I'm going to show you a picture. This is
You
what
are going
you're
to tell
seeing.
me how you feel. Yeah.
It's literally called a corpse mound.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay, so
Oh no.
I'm gonna go ahead and
Bacon.
so this wood will burn really easily, really well, right?
Yes.
I'm gonna go ahead and just take my little tinder
Is
box.
he just in a
and-
place without all of us?
Yeah,
he
I went
he
underneath.
down into the ship. He didn't stay with you guys. But so you start sparking. Roll a survival check. We're gonna see if you can get it sparked.
Oh,
It may require more than just a spark.
that is a 5.
Yeah, you start sparking it. It's not immediately catching. Like the sparks hit and they'll kind of smolder briefly, but there's not enough to catch.
All right.
Not in the rush that you're in.
Counterpoint. Hey,
Fireball.
Thor. Bright lightning breath.
Yeah.
I'd get out of
Roll
the way.
damage for it.
Damage.
Dang. Oh, I actually have to collect D6.
Mm-hmm.
That is 20 lightning damage.
Okay.
Just hold the thing up.
Would that light the fire as well?
Chad face.
Yes. So zap right through the base, the
Thank you very
hole in the door that you made, because I'm assuming by this point you've been pulled out.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, I allowed her to hold me.
And yeah, puts her face like right up next to the hole. Crack. Does solid damage. Hits it smack in the middle. A couple of the bodies fall limp, but the rest of the mound just kind of keeps moving. The door has caught around the edge, and a few pieces that were in and around the immediate impact zone are on fire. And it seems to be catching quickly, at the very least around the door.
All right.
As the body moves, the mass, because it is
The
moving
mass thing.
slowly. The fire's getting put out just by the amount of weight immediately getting put on it. It's getting smothered by the smaller ones at least.
Okay.
But
That's fine. I just wanted to get this.
Do we hear the lightning blast?
you do.
Yep.
What is
You
that?
actually see a little bit of flash under your feet
Look.
too.
Yeah.
Like bluish.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry.
Under the feet of the under the captain's quarters.
What?
Through the floorboards.
What's that? I do not know.
Loud crack of thunder and lightning.
Agent,
Is it storming already? We just woke up.
that was from under the ship, Captain.
Sir, 8 p.m.
But yeah, you
I would
climbing up very
Hop
quickly.
on a dragon.
Yep.
We're just running out of there.
All right.
Can't fly yet.
Nope, not yet. But so you guys look around the captain's quarters. There's nothing else salvageable. So whoever wants to mark it down, you have
I'm
the
leaving
cloak.
the room.
You need to write that down.
I'm going to start heading down.
There is a scimitar. One red liquid.
That's already been used.
No, there were two of them.
Oh, okay.
So one left. And that was it. Because unless you took the coins and gems.
Lumber. Go through the floor.
Okay. Lumber just like he doesn't break. He just morphs. Full on
I
Robin
want
Williams
you
and
to roll a
Jumanji.
strength check.
I'm just hopping.
Yeah.
9.
He jumps and nothing happens.
No,
We'll
he,
take the stairs.
he full on Robin Williams and Jumanji.
You do
No.
meet...
They start leaving.
Uh.
Lumber takes out his club.
Roll an attack.
Natural 20.
Alright, roll damage.
You mean my D6?
Yeah.
Times 2.
No, D4. Sorry.
Yeah, club's only
My
good
bad.
for,
My
but
bad.
Still.
Where's my D4?
Hey, me.
Don't have a D4.
No.
Oh no, you have the weird shaped one,
No,
right?
not here.
Okay, I don't know.
Thank God.
The fun guy.
I take.
So 6
Nope.
plus
No.
stuff.
Fuck.
Waffle fry.
What'd you roll on the dice?
3.
So doubled because you rolled a nat 20.
And then
What's
his strength is +2.
So 8 damage.
Nice.
All right. So you, and one of the boards cracks, and you see beneath you a decomposing fleshy mass and some fire.
Oh.
And then a moment later, you guys run into Tajan on Althor, running for his life.
What is going on?
I was exploring the downstairs.
I
under
made
the hole,
error.
Why are you running?
and
I made an oopsie.
I made a fuck.
there was a flesh mound, a corpse mound. This was a slave ship.
Oh.
I think the hull must have helped them retain a little bit more moisture than the rest.
Oh.
It
And,
does smell very bad on this ship.
Hmm.
The rest of it just kind of smells like low
I don't think
tide.
he's had his nose usable in the past hour.
Oh no. But yep, that's what's there.
So anyway, I can't cause fire, right?
Unless you have something that
I have druidcraft.
I do.
that can do candles, not
Spark.
enough.
I have something
What about
about fire.
torches?
Are you gonna drop some oil and
Spark.
light it?
Spark.
I have incinerate.
I think she
That's
does
not
too.
fire.
Yes, it is.
It is?
Incinerate is
Incinerate.
literally fire.
Shut up. Shut.
Aaron, why,
Shut your pie
why
hole.
didn't you give me a knife for a chicken wing?
Spite. Oh, that's because
Who
he.
uses a knife
Because
for
it's covered
Aaron-
in barbecue
Aaron
sauce.
does.
Yummy.
Do you want your hands covered in barbecue sauce?
Yes.
I'm gonna need a third piece of pie just to spite you.
Kyle is going to use the fuel spill power
Oh.
and just
Wait, I'm gonna start heading down.
You
There
can
is
spark-
a large corpse.
You can spark that with fire.
I know. There is a large corpse.
As you see him spraying out. Is it like black like oil or is this more like gasoline?
Which is like,
it's probably
Yellow,
more
orange.
more of a clear liquid.
Okay.
what
So,
is
yeah,
that?
Spark it.
Why?
It will catch fire.
We are on ship.
We will burn the ship.
We are on ship.
Yes.
Good
I
idea.
am wood.
The captain is currently leaving the ship.
So we will run.
You see like a rope tied to the mast. leaning
How?
outside.
It's 5
when did
feet,
that get
right?
there, guys?
What?
How did
5
I get
foot
How we got off?
with druidcraft,
Yes.
right? Alright.
How did I get
Lumber's gonna
You
lead
teleported.
everyone away from the fuel.
And
About 5 feet, I'm just gonna go.
yeah,
Just-
it sparks.
Run! Jump.
You guys get off the boat.
Leap.
You start
Not
heading towards one of the nearest lighthouse.
Wait, no. What I'm gonna do is
Mhm.
I'm gonna take the rope, untie the rope.
Just jump off.
Yeah.
All right. Roll a acrobatics or athletics check.
Whichever's higher, which I bet it's the same
Or
on
take the
for
damage and
me.
immediately
It
Yeah, that-
is. It doesn't fucking
didn't like
matter.
that last-
Natural one.
Okay. You take 2 points of fall damage.
Yeah.
And you sink about 3 inches into the dry riverbed.
Oh no!
Well, 3 inches.
I have fallen and I can't get up.
But you guys start running and lightly jogging a little faster. away from
Lightly
the ship
jogging, yes,
towards
yes.
the nearest lighthouse.
Lightly
And then a moment later, as I said, there were cannons. Which meant there was gunpowder.
Not
Yep,
just that.
I realized
also
that.
all the sawdust from
See,
the dried wood.
Yes, but that's not going to spontaneously combust like that.
No, no.
This causes the ship to.
I'm just saying
Go
that made
away.
it easier.
Um,
With all that dust in the air.
yes, it definitely helped. But there were cannons and gunpowder.
Yeah.
Gunpowder is unaffected by being dry. It's actually better when it's dry.
Yeah, I know,
right?
Isn't
so
that
yeah,
crazy?
It sparks.
Wild.
You-
Scatters. A
Ow.
moment later, you
Eric is
Dexterity
taken
save.
out by a rogue cannonball.
No, they're setting up a rope
Uh,
cannon.
I do want. This is what I want. I want everyone to roll a con save first.
Well, I didn't fail.
What'd you
I
get?
got an 18 on the die.
So what's your total?
21.
All right.
I'm so
10.
What?
Also, Aaron,
Yes.
I would like you to roll a perception check.
For which person?
The other one.
You want a can roll perception?
No. Aaron to roll perception.
I'll be honest, I forgot everyone's name except for
Lumber.
Tajin.
And Tajan.
10.
I remember.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a very loud boom. Boom. But so what did you get?
10.
Okay.
Boom.
So Tajin got a 13, Althor got a dirty 20.
Okay. What did Lumber get on your con save? Was an 8. Okay. And Patrick? Con save, biatch.
Can't say Mr. Bitch whole thing.
So you got a 10. What did
Let's not go with that
Tajan
one,
get?
Aaron.
13.
13.
Let's not.
21.
Let's not go with that one, buddy.
Bitch hole thing. Mr. Bitch hole thing.
No, you can stop now.
Mr. Hole.
Con
What?
save, ferret.
You are my physical component. My physical material.
Very far.
My material component.
You know
Just
what's
stop
weird
stroking
about
your
that,
beard.
Baldur's Gate picture I sent you of all the damage? That's not the highest instance I've seen in
Yeah.
my games.
For sure, the highest instance I've seen
Like-
is when someone blew up an entire goblin village.
1200 damage. Well, no. I blew up a room powder bomb when
Yeah.
fighting a devil.
No, Joseph. Let's be honest here. It's when someone blew up the entire goblin town.
Well, no. Single instance of damage.
Ugh.
There's
Not a chain
there's
reaction.
A bomb that does like 20d6
It's
damage.
Like
A lot.
and
you can increase that damage.
Yes.
There's a spell called Meteor Swarm.
Which is
On
not
that-
one instance.
No, one instance. I mean, it comes from one. Thing.
One hit.
Yes.
And this is called a sneak attack. From
Con save.
Astarion.
Loading.
From Astarion.
Bitch.
5.
Who won
it's
won
eight.
voice actor
Okay.
and best
I
voice
need
actor.
Tajan, Pyle, and the captain to roll deck saves now because you couldn't outpace the rubble.
It's really good that
Okay.
he gets taken out by a rogue cannon.
Cannon.
Yes, not ball. Cannon.
16.
Okay.
Take out that.
If you get taken out by a rogue cannonball, I swear.
9.
Oh
Okay.
no. What about the L4?
Althor beat the.
Oh.
Althor did a unnatural 20. Unnatural 20.
What? It'd be funny if you're right.
Okay,
And-
so-
Wait, no, I am writing Althor.
yeah.
I forgot
You
I am
are.
writing Althor.
Yeah. So you're fine.
No, I want him to get hit by a rogue cannonball.
So you two.
No. I'm fine.
Oh.
No, they take half damage.
Okay. And I'm fine.
All right. You two take 8 points, or 18 points of a mixture of
Collectively?
bludgeoning, piercing, and slashing damage. That's half.
How much do I take?
18
Patrick, no,
points.
Patrick.
Of
all
a
I'm
mixture of
imagining is
bludgeoning, piercing, and
Ferric
slashing.
just gets decked by
So
a
I take
broken cannonball.
3 because I have a force field.
You
Patrick.
do.
Joseph, what I'm imagining, Ferric running, this cannonball explodes, one chunk, dunk, back of the head.
Yeah,
You get
you only get hit with one
You
thing,
get domed.
but god damn it, that thing hit hard.
My whole shield. No, but that one thing turned into.
It doesn't hit you in the back of the head. It catches you right on the back of the shoulder.
Joseph.
So if it lands a
Joseph.
blow, but oh god.
Joseph, it's that one thing, but the one
Come here,
when it
Bruce.
hits him, it turns into 10 more things
Uh,
that hit
it's
that
gonna be
hit
Bruce.
Pyle.
A real big one.
Yeah.
Not this big.
About this big, going
but-
to your shoulder.
Yeah, unfortunately, you two were the only ones unable to outpace
Pyle dies
the
instantly.
explosion. Specifically, the far-flung shrapnel.
What is wrong with your non-existent? Where did your mouth come from?
Yes, Patrick.
$7. That's it.
What mouth?
That mouth. Where did that come from?
Would you like to know?
Weather boy. Don't make them face a big
Yeah.
kid.
We're going towards the lighthouse.
Mhm.
I see.
While
Uh,
there's flaming grenades raining down in the background.
Yes.
Proceed to Zeus.
It's about a 20-30 minute walk.
Wouldn't you like?
Because it seemed to be more. It was off the coast further.
Yeah.
Do I roll again?
No, your guys are good at this point.
No, that's not.
No, not yet.
Okay.
But
I'll be right
Pyle, you have about 30 minutes in, so you're almost to the lighthouse. You feel this cloak finally bind to you. You attune to it.
Okay.
So it's cloak protection. You have a +1 to AC and saving throws.
Incredible.
Red.
Tubular. Totally tubular.
All right. So I would add that into your character sheet. But you are now at the base of the lighthouse. Half sunken. There is a rope leading down from the top because the door is sunk into the ground.
There's a rope already?
Yes. Relatively fresh.
Curious. I'll
Well,
climb first.
I back.
He attuned to the cloak. It was a cloak of protection.
Prediction.
Protection.
Yeah, cloak protection.
I predict that you are.
You have
salty
reached
little bitch,
the
aren't
base
you?
of the lighthouse. The
What?
door is covered, but there is a rope hanging from the
You made a stupid face.
top.
I think Tajin's going first.
All right, you're going first.
What did you do?
Yes, I go first.
All right.
We both went at the same time, and then we did this, and then we did this.
So you say this, you're just the same person.
And that
Gross. That's gross.
So,
maybe for you.
Yeah. He's free. I mean,
you start climbing up the rope. You get to the top, and
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
No, I'm not. He's
I'll do it.
hiding. Is
roll a stealth check.
I'm not hiding.
Still
no,
check.
bitch.
So-
me.
he has a second character sheet that he just made.
Temporarily.
Because I was told to.
He was given orders.
I know.
11.
He told me.
I see.
What is your passive
You
perception?
know who?
Hope
That would
it's
be
low. It's
what is the base passive perception?
It's past. It's 10
it's
plus.
10
yeah,
plus
wisdom
whatever your
bonus.
proficient,
That-
your perception is.
That would be 10.
Okay.
It's just 10.
All right. So you climb up. You see a what looks like a metallic statue
Just standing there.
standing there, looking off over the horizon, holding up what looks like a
Is
spyglass.
he the only one up there right now?
Yes.
Yes.
Of
You see
course.
what was the big bonfire and a couple mirrored lenses around the lighthouse. And a stairway down. But he's just kind of standing there, has a spyglass up. You knocking on him?
Just like testing his solidity.
He...
What?
Hello.
I'm sorry. What? Oh,
As he gets hit in the back of the knees
Roll an attack roll.
by a 3'6" creature.
Oh no.
are you ready to die?
Back.
Roll an attack roll. You have advantage.
Alright. Advantage.
Yeah, it's
Sweet.
flanking.
Oh, you're so screwed.
I mean, you're not taking a lot of damage. from
No.
this. I'm just gonna
No.
get
What's my
bumped.
attack bonus?
It's
Proficiency plus
3
strength.
plus
right?
strength.
Oh, so I got a 22.
I mean, that'll hit.
The first roll was a 12. 22. As I deal 6 damage.
I need to preface this wasn't my idea.
Bah! Right in the
and then
right in the back of the
I need
knee.
you to roll an
I
athletics check at
refuse to take any
disadvantage.
blame.
Or an acrobatics if that's
As
higher for some reason.
your passive perception is just low enough.
Mhm.
17.
Okay. So, you get smacked in the back of the knee.
Owie,
Manage to
with
keep
my
standing
Quarterstaff.
as the statue, or in this instance, the metal man, goes and tries to basically push you over the small creature.
I am going to hit it.
The
Which
statue
one?
or the one behind
They're
The
you?
one that
mugging
just hit
you.
me. I'm gonna hit the one behind me that just hit me.
Attack roll.
Pull up my halberd.
I have a question. Okay.
That is a
The
2.
halberd is too close.
Well, no, here's the thing. You can use things like that, but you gotta... So what's your total? I mean, it's not gonna be very good.
Oh, I didn't do armor. Well, no, I get
One
leather
moment.
armor. Your
Just
AC is
question.
12
May
plus
I have a
X.
cloak of protection?
You have something else. You
Okay.
do, however, have a... your AC is 12 plus Dex.
Okay.
Okay, so that's an 8.
Okay. So
No.
you swing,
No.
and then you look down.
Oh,
Yeah, you swing, aiming for someone who's a little higher than taller.
a lot taller, probably.
As you see a
3'6".
yeah, about 3'6",
Oh,
small
six.
crow person.
Bonus attack.
Yep, you have 2 attacks. He can now see him.
Yes. he
Okay.
can.
Do I
That
need to
is a
explain?
21.
No.
That will hit.
Alright.
No. I only have 32 health.
Well, now you have 11 less.
Nah.
You have 11 less HP.
Halt.
As I quickly,
Please.
as this tiny creature quickly
No,
runs behind
please.
the other one,
Stop.
the large
Bonus
one.
attack.
Oh yeah, Polar Master.
Polar Master.
Pop him.
He hits the brick. No, please stop.
Stop it! No.
What'd
Great,
you
we
get?
have a third metal man.
15.
Lumber counts.
Does that hit?
It's just 13.
15?
Okay.
Alright.
So D4
That's
plus
D4. Alright, that is 7 damage.
And then the scuttles away, never really leaving your range, but the metal man, the Warforged, kind of interposes himself.
What?
He realized what's going on.
You are not dead.
That is correct.
Promise. This wasn't mine.
This was all my idea.
Yes, it was. Yes, it was. Blame him.
Yeah.
Just hiding behind the giant metal man.
You are
Promise it's not.
only slightly dead.
I am now
Something like that.
Interaction.
I am half dead.
You hit me
No,
first.
I didn't.
Where did you come from?
This.
Did you cause big boom?
What?
Yes.
He is going to turn
There was
around.
no- there was a
and,
dead there. That wasn't dead.
And can you blame me?
He's going to drop a second
Yes.
level Cure Wounds into you.
Thank you.
I'm gonna hit him again.
Don't you dare.
I'm kidding.
So you get 11 hit
Are we
points.
there?
I think at this moment
You're climbing
Kyle,
up the
yeah,
rope.
makes his way up
Okay.
there.
What is up there?
You see Tajan, who honestly doesn't look that different, vaguely angry.
Yep.
A
A little upsetting.
Warforged, but more metal instead of wood, and a small crow person hiding behind him.
Yeah.
Hello.
Not another one.
So
Mm.
the tiny creature's just gonna look at.
You
look
are
at
alive. You are safe.
Joseph. So the tiny creature,
Yes.
Birdman, is gonna look at his metal man. Look at his metal man. Look at his metal man. Look back at his metal man.
Hello, Lumber.
It's another one.
Not another one.
Yes.
I am Pile 5.
He is more advanced.
Or piles.
Why do you have a number in your name?
Because I am the 5th model in my
We
generation.
call him. I call him Piles.
I will call you Piles.
Can we stop being hostile now, please?
I am not hostile.
They came into our home.
Should I be?
I can't.
Should I be?
I can't.
No, probably
Please
not.
do not.
He did.
Alright, Bird.
Put,
The little one
put
hit
his
me.
hands out in more of a defensive
Do not,
stance.
please.
He puts his hands out in a more defensive stance.
The little one
Instead
hit
of-
me, but he paid for it dearly.
My
Uh.
back hurts.
We are
Back of my knee hurt.
trying to
I would
discover
turn
what
us
is happening.
down a little bit.
We are also
the little
trying to do
dial.
that.
We blew
It's
up
two.
a ship.
This one?
Yeah, it
Two of
turning
them,
it that
actually.
way makes it quieter.
Malaysia.
Yeah,
I,
it's
I
not.
nudged it a little bit.
That's a good idea.
Keep bombing them.
Bomb them.
What are you
They
called?
caused big boom.
I am Pile 5. This is Captain Ferrick, captain of the Legacy.
And he, hearing Captain, immediately goes into a salute. Like a professional.
Like,
You see the bird guy just roll his eyes.
The background.
Word
name was
roll the
Soldier.
black eyes.
is basically correct.
This
In
is
this version, yeah.
I'm taken.
Lumber's just
What is up there?
Greetings. I am Viber.
Viper.
Sir.
Yeah.
Viper?
Yes.
Are you a specific model?
Defensive.
Mine.
pat, 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 pat.
At once.
Mime.
What is your series name?
Sir.
Do not recall. That was before.
You have
I see.
corrupted memory banks?
Yes.
That is unfortunate.
Yes. I have been given a new purpose.
I am Pile 5.
What is your purpose?
I serve as the ship. No.
Nope.
I serve as the pilot for the ship, the Legacy. Though the Legacy has blown up.
Was that the big
And
boom?
also that
You were
ship
the
out there.
helmsman.
That would be another word for it, but I am the pilot.
I knew someone who was a helmsman.
Bird.
Where did the accent go? I just
I have an accent.
bird.
It is merely how he
Oh.
talks. No accent.
Bird.
Was that the big boom?
No,
Just now.
that was another ship that we blew up.
What?
Unrelated to ours.
If you look out there, you can see the flaming wreckage.
If you look even further, you can see probably the
Fire.
other flaming wreckage.
Fire is still raining from the sky.
Yeah, bits of burning wood are still every once in a while. Well, no, it's half an hour later. So not by this point. But
No,
there
it's
is
just
just
stuck
kind of...
in the clouds and just for
I
comedic
see.
effect, just one little
I see.
smolder.
I
It's the chest. It's the remains of the chest that you guys broke into. It's just
Boom.
Boom.
just solid.
Did anyone take
My
gold and
God.
gems and stuff from
Yeah.
that? No?
We have no use for that.
Valid.
What?
No, sorry.
We are
I don't.
trying to remedy this situation.
The situation being,
The dried lake bed.
how do you intend to remedy?
We are trying to discover how it happened.
And
It got really hot.
I have not discovered anything yet.
Undo. Or. Fix.
Put it into words when saying Control C.
I thirst.
Lumberg,
For what?
What?
come up here.
We have checked
Throw the crow.
that lighthouse, that one, that dock, this lighthouse, and those ships, and we have found no evidence of anything.
Neither have we.
You
We
went
just know
into the
that
big bad ship. Bad move.
Bird.
Yes.
This is lumber.
Another one.
Lumber can make water.
Yes.
You are more natural
Yes.
and newer.
Yes.
We got Gen 1,
I am
Gen
only a
2,
few
and
months
Gen
old.
5.
Yeah. I am only a few months.
Aaron, we have pile 1, pile 2, pile...
Except it's
more like
funny
pile one,
because
pile
pile
3.
2 is the oldest.
Yeah!
Yeah.
By a long shot.
Uh-huh.
Cheaper materials.
That's why I'm 1.
Exactly.
You were
this
downrated.
is your pile
for
1. He's pile 0.1.
Yeah.
Yes.
0.2.
But anyway,
He's a
More
remake of
advanced
Model
with cheaper
1.
material.
Yes.
and a different purpose entirely.
I can make water. Why?
Bird is thirsty.
Would you like 2 gallons of water above you?
On your face. Lumber should just do it anyway.
Whoosh!
Water.
Are you still thirsty?
Thirst quenched.
Lumber, you just need to do that
Now I am thirsty and wet.
1 trillion more times.
Now I am thirsty and wet. Bad combination.
Suck your feathers.
Lumber. Hey. Lumber.
Yes.
You just
I was
need
busy licking my feathers.
Lumber.
Lumber. You just need to do what you just did 10 trillion more times, and you'll get all the water.
I can do it about 3 times a day.
You are immortal.
That's just like a trillion days, right?
No,
That'd be
I will actually let you know.
multiple thousand years.
After about 30 seconds, Kashina's bone dry again.
Now I am thirsty.
You'll just
and
have to be here
okay.
even longer.
Now I am thirsty. Mildly moist. and angry.
How did you dry that fast?
How the fuck would I know?
It knows words.
You're just like. This is the strangest thing.
This is perplexing.
Don't worry. Don't ask why the noise is always different. I have a noise modulator.
Of the
I haven't decided which one I like best.
Exactly.
What the hell is that?
Of the
What is it?
4 organic life forms,
I
only
mean,
one
it
is separated
registers
from
as a person,
rapid dehydration.
by a biological entity.
Ferric, do you
Energy?
feel thirsty
Oh,
or
he's a.
dry?
Oh, he's more. He's.
really.
What?
Cajun,
He has big brain.
He
do you feel
registers
thirsty or
similar
dry?
to lumber, but
I
less living
have
in the way
no-
of growing tree and more
Mechanical heart.
like pile.
What about bird?
What about the lizard? Is the lizard thirsty or dry?
What about bird?
Literally just says bird press.
That's it.
Biological. It's
Well,
biological.
it does. I will give you this. It does have a connection to death,
Okay.
Hmm.
and he has a connection to death.
Is the lizard thirsty or dry?
Althor, are you thirsty?
Yeah.
All right, just open your mouth. Yes, thirsty.
Open.
I can only
Another
do it 3 more
Althor
times.
slithers
So-
out.
Well, you can upcast it for more if you really
More
want to.
water.
Drown. Just drown.
17 gallon
Ninth level create water.
ocean.
Maybe a
It multiplies for each one.
Big thirsty. So are you gonna cast another one
Bro
to
is the storm
give
that-
water?
Gallon.
Okay. I mean, we'll drink
You
happily.
think Lumber understands what the water's doing?
In this instance, I am counting the open mouth as an empty container. So it does fill up. There is a little bit of a not expecting it to just evaporate.
I'm just
Uh,
waiting for it to fall.
Yeah, but it does drink the water, and it is
Bird?
refreshing.
It's
No,
literally
no,
the purest
Too
possible.
much. Too much.
So is it that Kashna just, despite whatever water they drink, just dehydrates quickly?
Oh no, it's not the dehydrating part. It was the wetness from getting 10 gallons of water dumped, dried over the next 30 seconds.
Gotcha.
But it's not hot.
But that is still very quick for water.
It's-
to just
Humid,
Very.
which is weird. There's like water in the air, but it seems more like from the light rain. Yeah.
Tongue dry. You have water.
drink out of the
Like a
lizard's
dog.
mouth.
I would just go ahead and hand him my
Yes,
water.
bird just
Your empty water.
hopped into the dragon's mouth.
Dragon
The
would
empty-
swallow me whole.
Oh,
No.
Any water that
Yeah,
was in
they're
there
not
is
that tasty,
has
so probably not.
evaporated.
Don't.
You guys spent the night in the area.
Not tasty.
Ignore that my intelligence is a 14.
Of course.
My water skin's empty.
Good thing
not-
we have lumber.
Sorry.
It wasn't empty last night.
Yeah, jump for water skin. Jump for water.
It wasn't empty last
Katsuna,
night.
grab water skin. Jump up and grab
Aaron,
water skin out of hand.
It
No
would
more
seem
water
that
skin
the
in
ambient
hand.
Environment
There's
seems
nothing.
to suck moisture.
Tosses
from
it off.
containers.
Tower. Those-
We'll hit you again.
Good thing I don't need a drink.
You started.
Came into camp.
You are very thirsty,
You
Captain.
insulted me.
Came into
I
camp.
drunk nothing for 3 days.
I've done nothing but drink for 3 days.
Drink what?
This has to be miserable for anyone who is listening.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for Kurish who's not listening.
Survivor.
Or Courtney who's not watching either.
Yes.
What information do you have about the situation?
Don't stop.
This was magically done.
Stop.
That's all we have.
Interesting. My theory was
And it was instantaneous.
is that the green storm thinned the atmosphere here, and the solar radiation rapidly blew away or evaporated all the water.
Those are a lot of
I
words.
do what you're talking.
What? What?
It's made of metal.
That's not. That's not.
You might be able to understand more than
What are you
You
doing?
know what solar radiation is? No.
It's the blankest look you've ever seen.
A robot with a blank face.
Yes. No, his kind of, in this instance, it looks more like a knight's helmet.
I didn't know you were watching, Courtney.
No.
I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what
Noted.
we've done. Oh
No,
no.
what we have discovered is it was done quickly. It was done
Have you,
effectively and efficiently.
have you found corpses without skulls?
Yes.
We found some.
We have also found some creatures that were not here before.
Namely?
There are such creatures that stand 3 times your height,
That is not a big deal.
about 10 feet.
That is a big deal.
Never
Literally the
mind.
definition of a big deal.
Oh, I know a big
very
deal when I see it.
thin. Think Slenderman adjacent.
Ew.
Yummy.
Tall and
Wendigo.
gangly, but they look like desiccated, dried out corpses.
Hydration.
Wendigo.
Wendigos are from the ice. These are dry.
I am where?
Hydration.
From Until Dawn. I don't.
We don't have any.
okay.
We're in the dehydrated area.
That's why you
We
need
should
to-
add Until Dawn. For any session like this, we should change it to dehydrate.
You have to go pee. You can't
you just
come
have to
back
add
till you
one.
pee.
It costs 1 point less. 299 points
Means you don't
for
drink.
dehydration.
Just means you don't drink.
Yep.
You're not allowed to drink for the next 10 minutes.
You're not allowed to drink until
Stop
someone does
doing that.
hydration.
Yep.
Stop that, Jay. Stop it, Connor. Jeez.
But yes,
stop.
so
I'm going to leave.
Do it.
we have encountered one of such beasts. Which is why you don't feel good. You are very, very dehydrated. Not just the lack of water. It is the fact that you, probably yesterday, had an encounter with one of these beasts. As I said, they're 8 to 10 feet tall. Very tall and thin, and they just look like someone has been left out in the sun and dehydrated
For years.
forever.
And put it on a stretcher.
Well, just long. Not necessarily wide, but yes.
Long.
I mean, like, stretcher that.
Oh, yes. Okay.
No, like a taffy. Taffy.
Okay.
Ew. What?
This was in the wall.
Oh no.
Well, now it has to dry.
Last time one of these was put in the washer and did not go well.
Well, just hang it up on the stairs or something.
I mean, I think it pulled apart.
Just blow on it.
But yes, so None of the few
Stop. Actually, don't. Do
dehydrated corpses we have found have had skulls. These creatures seem to collect them for some unknown purpose.
I suggest we follow one next time. We are too little. I don't
There
even
are-
think
You are small.
Yes, I know that.
There are 6 of us.
Now,
7 if we count the lizard.
now.
Dragon.
Dragon. My
That thing counts
apologies.
as a thing.
Yes.
Hello, tiny creature.
I believe we can fight them 7 on... with 7 of us.
What are we
I
doing?
need
Are
more.
you capable?
The gangly creatures.
Refresh me.
He'll do a first level cure wounds. How far down are you actually?
I have 25. I have 32 max.
He'll do
Yes,
he'll
yeah.
do first level.
Franklin. That's who
Okay.
we're fighting.
11.
I'm max.
What?
I can take him down further.
Out of it the last
That's
few days.
Walks over, just places his hand on Koshna, and a faint yellow light
I know.
heals up the wound.
When I'm out of it, I go into
Thank
Bob
you.
pose 1. Okay, so.
What is your destination?
East.
We are looking for a witch named Elizabeth.
Yes. Pyle is correct.
Yes.
Also one of our shipmates by the name of Phylix.
Apparently, yes. What?
Lumber,
the sake
I
of
have
it,
no memory.
Roll a history check, Koshna.
You
Yeah.
gotta stop asking me to roll. I'm rolling so well. That sounds like a joke, but I got an 18.
Would you like to know what I rolled for Fiverr?
Sure.
-1.
On
I
what?
rolled a natural 1, and he has a -2 intelligence.
To what?
History.
Oh. Oh no. Nice. What do I learn?
He did not respond. You kinda remember the name.
Elizabeth?
You mostly remember, yes, because she's a potion maker.
Mm-hmm.
You remember seeing her stamp on potion bottles.
Okay.
That's all you really know. You don't know anything else.
She is a potion
It's kind of like you
maker.
see the name Levi,
Mm-hmm.
Levi jeans.
Mm-hmm.
They've been around almost 200 years at this point.
It's a brand.
Yeah.
Mm.
You're like, okay, she makes potions.
She makes potions. Alchemist.
This is Koshna that knows this.
No. You what?
It could have been either. It
Well,
was whoever you rolled for.
yeah, you said lumber.
Well, regardless, both of your people can make a roll, but you're gonna get the same information either way.
Exactly. And I'm not gonna roll.
So
Even though I got a +5.
you can also roll a history check if you want to see if you know that information too.
Do you know that information?
Yes.
Do you?
That's a 16.
Do you?
Yep. You've seen that
Do you?
name on potion bottles.
Actually, that's an 18.
Well,
She is a
regardless.
famous potion maker.
Yeah, we know.
Potions are magical.
We know.
Lumber says explaining what they
Elizabeth.
are to him. Potions are magical.
I know what
that
potions
will enhance or refresh your form.
That now makes you think that red liquid might be a potion that you found.
That means lumber is a potion.
Yeah.
I feel slightly more refreshed.
In fact, a little sticky. I think it was red paint.
I actually think it was potion mixed with a light bit of honey.
Help
No,
it to go down easier.
Actually,
Okay,
I think it was a
I'll
spoonful
put
of
in
sugar.
Like what?
Hello, I am Lumber. I am called Lumber.
How long until the gangly people get here?
We don't know.
We don't know. It depends.
If
I
you
mean-
are going eastward, we can search some locations there to see if we can find
This
answers.
might help pass the time. Hey, can you explain what a hyperdrive is?
Do you just start talking?
Yeah.
Okay.
We just start
Uh,
reciting word for word.
A
The
hyperdrive
encyclopedia.
is a device. More accurately, in terms of
Kasha looking so intently and paying attention, Lumber.
it is an object. You understand how your
Koshna's
arm
eyes are
can-
starting to do the bird thing, where they're just kind
No, Kasha's paying attention. Lumber's not.
of.
Have you ever pushed a door closed?
What are you doing?
Yes.
I'm gonna go pet my dragon.
Yes.
Just gonna ride dragon.
Go off.
Are you going to go down to the ground? Because there's no room on top of
I'm
this
going
tower.
down to the ground.
Okay.
Go on, Connor.
How long do you talk?
Well, he starts with explaining the basic fundamentals of what a piston is.
Oh, we talk on the road.
And then he slowly works his way up to what...
Spaceship.
So
Like-
I would like you to roll a con check.
I
You're going to
want
see
Connor to try and
how much you
explain
talk
this.
before you actually get to your
I
destination.
think, honestly, it's changing wording a little bit. No. And it would be called a shift drive, not a hyper.
Well, still.
I'm
No.
saying that's how it would be called
12.
in this.
Okay. So you get to the fully constructed internal combustion engine.
Yeah.
Before
all the way when they made the wheel.
This concludes the Industrial Revolution era.
Yes.
exactly.
Kashina,
Well, here's my question. Actually, did you make it out of steam power into coal yet?
I think
I don't
With
think
that-
I
I'll
don't
give you
think
that-
Barrick
'cause you can-
understood what
you
he
can
was
finish
doing with it.
Coal? Or
He
you
wasn't
can
a
just
history
finish
major.
steam with your
No,
engineer.
I'm saying I don't think
We'll go
Barrick
coal.
understand what he just put into motion.
cool.
It was
Okay.
to pass the time. It was so they would interact
Yeah,
with each other
but-
and not
but
talk to
Hear
him.
me out. Barrick is also just hearing this whole thing in the background.
Yes, it's mindless noise. He would listen to stuff like this all the time while he was working.
Now, if you have been listening, everything
Kashina
I,
writing down
Through-
everything.
Okay.
No,
everything
he
I have
cannot
just
fit.
explained is entirely irrelevant, as a shift drive is completely and fundamentally different from an engine. But it is important that you understand that there
We have
is a
arrived.
juxtaposition.
Does that work?
So
Anyway.
we have arrived.
Explain what a
You've
juxtaposition
been
is.
going down a slow slope because lakes are deeper in the middle. And there is a cave at the bottom of the lake.
You. Are you human?
Yes. Why?
What are you?
Human.
Human.
Why do you have
Armor.
dum 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 dum?
Armor.
Why do you look like you?
I don't look like him.
I am also made of armor.
Yes, not like that.
Because we work for the Infinity Corps.
Oh, good lord.
Oh,
Why?
good lord, your police.
The police.
Feds!
Kashina is gonna leap onto
No, Kashina has
Leviver.
no idea what that means.
No. Kashina leaps onto Leviver holding on.
Basically, if we were in a
Run.
world where they knew what that was, they're like, oh shit, it's the feds. Let's go.
Run.
As soon as the fans open fire.
I'm going
Run.
back to jail.
I'm going there.
Get off of me.
There's a cat back there.
Do you
You're gonna-
wrap around his head? Okay. He blinks and light comes on as he casts light. We're descending into the cave. Follow.
I noticed.
I am probably the only race without dark vision.
Can dragon fit?
Man.
I have
It's a
dark
cave.
vision. Dark vision.
I have
It's
a
not
helmet.
like
Okay.
a small thing, but he blinks.
I
Warforged also don't have dark vision.
Corrosis.
What?
Warforged
No,
don't have
I
dark
know.
vision either.
Neither of my characters
But
do.
you see,
I think
have.
literally only one person has it by default. Do you as well?
Yes, I do.
Okay. It's like I know you do.
But you see,
I know the dragon does.
I have a helmet.
You do.
That
You have a
has
magic
vision.
helmet.
I have osteoporosis.
I'm so sorry. Do you
But
know what that
as
is?
you,
No, not in
I
slime.
know.
It's a bone
as
thing.
you descend into the cave,
What's a bone?
I need everyone to roll a perception check.
Osteoporosis. It's like bones brittle.
Bonus +1. I get
Brittle bone disease.
18.
That's
What am I
different.
rolling?
Perception.
Yeah. It's brittle bone disease.
Natural 1 for Tajin.
All right, you get to go get me a water.
All right. Do I get one spray?
You get to know 0 information because you rolled in that one.
19 for Kashna
Okay.
and 13 for Lumber.
Okay. What'd you guys get?
18.
What am I rolling?
Perception.
Perception. 19.
Okay. So you guys enter the cave,
Edmund's Law.
and you can see through the light of Vivor's spell and your various natural dark visions that there are living things, specifically plant life, down here. Thank you.
You're welcome.
B, there are definitely footprints
Lovely.
leading deeper into the cave
Why
once
do we
you
have
hit
to
the
be in this
greenery.
cave?
What shape?
Humanoid,
But like long?
look a little amphibian.
Webbed.
Yeah. No, take the web out. Just long. And kind of spread out.
Like big toes.
Big
Long.
Long.
Slender Man.
Backbeat frogs are actually real long.
It's
Yeah.
Slender Man.
But
Kill yourself.
there is this where those footprints are is dry as dust. Everything else seems living. There's some algae, there's some moss. As you start to go deeper in, there starts to be more of a thicker growth of moss with sprouting purple roses.
That's not a good sign, man.
No, it isn't.
This is the
what?
source
The what? Of what?
of the dry.
Of the dry.
How do you know?
Points at a rose.
The purple rose is the source of the dry?
Yes,
Or what made the purple rose?
they are one and the same.
The purple rose is what made the purple rose? Is the purple rose a title?
Yes, I think.
For who?
I don't know why I know that.
What is a
We'll
good
figure it out.
question?
Should I burn them?
Don't do that for safety reasons.
We blew up a
Not
ship.
until we leave.
Yes, yes.
On the way out, we should.
Okay, on the way out.
We still need to descend. We do not want to smoke the living ones out.
We do not want to smoke the living ones.
Nor do
I
I
would
don't want to
suggest-
die smoking light.
I would suggest being quiet as we are nearing something.
What?
We're nearing something. Shush.
Yes.
Understood.
Yes.
So, stealth checks.
That's not. That's not.
21.
8.
4 on the die.
That makes sense. Well, so you know how happy Peric is? The smile has to come out.
Not yet.
Oh. Those are very stale. Actually, if the smile comes out, the bird might die, so. What?
Oh.
What?
That sounds like a win in my book.
You don't know the bird.
Sounds like a book in my win.
I know.
Fair.
You know the one.
I know the bird.
Okay.
What's the word?
Bird.
God, bird. Damn it.
Stealth checks.
Bird's the
Page
word.
17, Althor 16.
Okay. Aaron.
What?
Stealth check.
Oh, still for everyone?
It's Slender.
Kill yourself.
Well, neither of them succeeded. So.
What'd you get?
Not good.
Below 10.
One of them is below.
What's the other one?
11.
Okay.
21.
Okay. So you guys, as a group, succeeded.
Okay.
But it is a group stealth check. So the high rolls balanced out the low rolls and ended up winning out. But you guys continue walking down, and you start to see a very
What the fuck?
No. When you stood up, it decided to fall.
technical difficulties. One moment.
Yo.
Does it still make sound? Ah.
Yes. I think think it just I think he just was off balanced and you bumped the table when you stood up.
That's weird.
Sorry about that.
Hmm.
But yes, because it is a little back heavy.
Yeah.
But yeah, so you guys continue further into the cave, and you soon hit a very nice top to bottom carpet of moss. It opens up into green. Very nice green moss. Almost like you'd see it in a forest or a jungle. Very vibrant. Except for that one path where the footsteps are and everything is dry. This seems to be the only path they take. There are a lot more flowers and roses by this point, because there are other flowers.
Mm-hmm.
Much smaller. But it opens up into a large, naturally lit cavern. Yes.
You know what we're doing.
I don't know.
We're following these footsteps.
Be on your guard.
Probably is a trap. I'm just
Question?
hopping on all four.
Are warforged created the same way here as they are in Dungeon Finders?
Some of them are, yeah.
Would it be possible
Hmm?
to cast Speak with the Dead
Okay.
on the soul inside of Viper?
Not with him being alive.
He's not alive.
Yes, he is.
He is.
Okay.
Once
Never
he's
mind.
dead, yes. You
Never
could.
mind.
But at the moment, no, unfortunately. But
Oh, I forgot to do invocation. That's what I forgot to do.
oh yeah, what patron did you go with?
Undead.
Okay.
As you should have.
Much better.
I just made him. I gave him one rule, which was he can't be the same. He can't be undying. Not because necessarily it's bad. It is, but that wasn't the reason why.
He just chose undying but good, right?
Viper
Yeah.
is a celestial sorcerer instead of a celestial warlock. But yeah, so these are the two characters, Viper and Koshna, are from Patrick's game Dungeon Finders. The
But different versions.
first one.
Yeah.
Well, the first one streamed. The one with Aussie stunts.
So the first one. That's the first Dungeon Finders.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
It's Pax and Dragons. It's the only one not.
Oh, that's right. But anyway, yeah, it opens up into what looks like a naturally lit from above cavern.
But by what?
Currently, you don't see anything. You're still in the tunnel leading
Oh, okay.
down, but you can see natural what looks like daylight from somewhere in the cavern. Roll perception checks.
Once again, Althor is just dominating in his.
The big old 3.
Contagion is not.
The big old 4.
So 7 for Tajin and
We're gonna get nothing.
Please say 6.
18 for Althor.
Aaron,
Aaron, I need you to roll perception check.
you see her all the time.
And
That's right.
He lies, sir.
I fail.
Both of you.
Oh my
Yes.
god!
Aaron 3
What did
and
Althor
6
get?
on the die.
7.
3 and
Hey,
6.
what did Tajin get?
Oh no, Tajin got 7. Althor got 18.
3, 4. Viper? Bye-bye.
Viper also rolled a 7.
Oh my gosh, Althor only won. Come on, Althor, clutch this one.
Althor does actually end up clutching this one, but
None of us see nothing except Althor.
you guys start to get closer, and you can start to see where the sunlight's coming from, or the light is coming from. You kind of look up and you see a opening, like a crack almost, where light's coming through, and it's a very like middle of summer's day light. You are way too deep. You don't remember seeing any cracks up above. But Althor kind of points out to you some of the orange and purple mushrooms. And then points over to, honestly, a throne made of skulls.
Oh,
Found them.
Skulls for the skull throne. They are bleached, they are crumbly, but it is a approximation of a chair.
Do they have any teeth?
Nope.
Weird. Why were they getting rid of teeth?
it's for the Skull King, not the Tooth King.
Yeah.
Oh,
The
they
Tooth
left
Fairy.
it.
The
They
Tooth Fairy
Fucking
took those.
idiot.
Oh yeah. Late to the party.
I would like to
Something's
sit on the
moving.
throne.
Don't do that.
Althor kind of whispers to you. Things moving.
Where?
By the throne.
Can I see it now that she's pointed it out?
I just hear it.
I don't see it.
Roll a perception check at advantage. She'll be helping you.
All right, that's an 18.
Okay. You don't see it, but you hear very faintly what sounds like wind blowing through dry leaves.
Do you guys hear that?
It very quickly gets louder to the point where you can hear it. As you can see right at the edge of that dry path that leads to the throne, almost like a yellow brick road. The edges get dried up as they're getting closer, and I need you all to roll initiative. Because you managed to see them before they attacked.
Yay. All right. Now all 4 rolls bad.
Yep.
What's initiative? What do I do initiative?
Dex.
Dexterity.
Okay. Kashna has a 12, and
We're gonna go down in a specific order. I'm
Okay.
sorry.
okay,
Okay.
okay.
20 to 15.
23.
Okay.
21.
Violence. Violence.
So 15 to 10.
10 for Tajin.
Lumber has a 14,
Oh,
Perfect.
nice.
and Kashna has a 12. A 12.
What did Lumber had a 14?
Yes.
Was that Tajin had an 11?
Tajin had a 10.
A 10. And what did
That's a 3.
Pile? You are first. As you see it moving as if it's a wind, and then just the edges starting to dry, like the path's widening a little bit as these two creatures rise up. They are seemingly half solid and just look like dust. And then they slowly solidify into long, thin,
Long boys.
gangly, humanoid-looking creatures.
How far away are they?
15 feet.
Okay.
They were close in distance.
Yeah, no kidding. Okie dokie. Well, I then am going to cast Incinerate.
Okay.
So I need to roll. Does a 24 hit them?
I was looking at something else
Good
in the
lord.
stat block. Yes.
Incredible. Did they get a save? No, they do not. This is just the average attack. So they will take 2d10 fire damage, which I will roll.
Is
now.
it single target?
It is single
Okay.
target. So they'll take 7 points of fire damage, and they are also primed with fire.
So they're on fire now.
Yes.
Okay. So the one you hit, almost, it looks like it kind of. Oh,
Sorry, when they are primed, each creature within a 4-meter radius, including the primed target, catch fire, taking 1d6 fire damage.
so
on
10 feet, 15 feet.
about, yeah.
So, I'd say it probably is Althor is leading the way with the smells, because it's all creatures, right?
Yes.
Okay. So what save is it?
No save.
Oh, they just. What happens? Sorry.
They will catch fire, taking 1d6 fire damage per turn.
Okay.
I wonder, what will I do? Will I
It does
cast
not
Eldritch
seem
Blast?
to impact as much as you were hoping, but they are both on fire and all four.
Mm.
Great.
Viver goes next. Cause he rolled really good. Is going to.
Take that one. You can take this.
Could I have also used my movement to back up 30
Up
feet?
towards up the tunnel a little
Yeah.
bit. Yeah, you can do that. Is going to hold out a hand, and a beam of blue energy impacts one of them, or potentially does. Let's see.
I think it's
It's an
dead.
attack roll. That'll hit. Okay. So hits the same one you do. And it goes from being this dust creature that's slightly smoldering to a dust creature that's slightly smoldering and is now has frost scattered through it as well.
Mm.
But it once again doesn't seem to fully impact. Captain Ferric.
Hang on. What am I shooting at?
2 gangly creatures, both on fire.
Sick. How much damage have they taken?
One of them's taken
Did you
2.
say
Are they
how
both
much
on
damage
fire
have
normally?
they taken?
No, I'll set them on fire.
Yeah.
Sick.
One of them's taken a little bit of damage, and the other one is just on fire.
They can use their action to put out the fire, otherwise it'll take 1d6 per turn for 10 rounds.
First,
Okay.
I'm going to bonus action defense matrix on myself.
Alrighty.
No, wait. I can wait to do that. My AC is already 18.
Mm-hmm.
I'll be fine. I'm gonna cast. I'm just gonna cast Incinerate
All right.
at one of them.
So same thing that he did.
Yes.
Are you doing the other one,
yes.
or are you doing both,
I'll do. The,
or the one that's already been hit?
I'll do the other one.
All right. Roll an attack.
18.
That hits.
28 points damage. And it is continuously on fire. Again, on fire.
All right.
It sets the timer.
Basically. It doesn't seem to take as much as you were hoping, but it did hit.
Fire resistance.
Yeah.
Fire resist.
But still, passive damage.
Mm-hmm.
That passive damage is gonna be nice. Anything else? Do you want to move?
I think I'll.
Back the pile. Viber is staying right there. By the way, pile. I need you to roll a con save.
Hmm. 10.
Okay. You feel your joints tighten a little, but you don't have any natural moisture,
It's true.
so you were unaffected.
They will attempt to dry you.
Ew.
It's the first one.
Prefer
The one that you hit.
Don't
It is going
say
to
that.
close distance, and you actually watch as it very briefly turns into a small cloud flying up against the ceiling and then lands right by you. You're the one who shot him.
Yeah. He also shot them.
Yeah, but this is the one that you actively aimed at.
True.
You watch as it gets almost thinner, nearly two-dimensional briefly, before it flails out, and I need both of you to roll con saves.
Yeah.
You're both right there.
Natural 1.
21.
To see it.
So Pyle takes 10 points of necrotic damage, and Ferric takes 5,
Okay.
and he heals 15.
Wow.
So you watch as it does that, and it flails out, and it does actually pull some of your lubricant through some of the weak points of you.
My lubricant.
And you just feel them. You manage to resist most of it, but you do feel some of your moisture get pulled from you. All right. Lumber,
Yep.
your turn.
Sorry, not your stone.
So, what? What did you say?
Wolf or something.
I-
For wolf mode.
You have those two, yeah.
I do have to wolves.
They just can't climb any of the ropes, but they can
I
be
do
followed down
have the
here.
wolves. Entangle.
All right. Is Entangle grappled or
Let me
restrained?
change. Let me look.
I think it's grappled.
I think so too.
Let me check. Let me check. Let me check. Okay. Mini cast must succeed. Restrained.
Unfortunately, the vines find nothing to grab onto.
Oh,
They are incorporeal.
Makes sense.
They are made of
and
dust.
that's my turn. Well, I
But
got the two
I will give
creatures.
you this. You cast it, and it's about 50% bigger than you thought it was going to be.
Uh-huh.
Like the area. Instead of being 10 feet across or whatever,
Interest.
it's 15.
Why?
You don't know.
So anyway,
Your magic
what's
field's
the
more
thing called?
potent here.
What's the? It's animate.
Oh, animate objects. Yes.
Mhm.
And these are medium-sized
Object.
wolves.
Wolfy boys.
Yep. One is made of metal. The other one is made of wood.
Yes. But they both get
They're medium creatures.
an attack. Yes.
And okay. I have two d20s.
Yep.
And one of them gets a 9.
That will miss.
Sorry, not 9, an 8. And the other one got a 20, not natural.
That hits.
Wait, not 20. Not 20. 17.
Still hits.
Okay. 2d6.
Solid damage.
And it does 6 damage.
Okay. And it does seem to fully... That does seem to fully impact.
Nice.
All right. The one you just attacked now, it is going to
Mm-hmm.
that for the sake of this was it doesn't matter. Both of them get an attack of opportunity as it leaves its range. The creature,
Oh,
the dust creature.
so I.
They have a different name, but I've taken to calling them the moisture farmers because that's what they are. They farm moisture.
So I get attack of opportunity.
Well, those two do.
What is their actual name?
The two.
Edimu,
Yeah.
Edimmu.
So my two wolves.
Yes.
What's the attack?
Huh?
Never mind. Well, the highest I got was a 13.
That unfortunately misses. But it flies through very quickly and gets right up next to Ulthor, which puts it next to Tajan. You can make an attack of opportunity as it enters your range
Oh, I would
because
love
of
to.
Polar Master.
Does an 11 hit?
It is not.
Hmm.
You swipe at it and it just goes straight through. Or stab at it, whichever one. I don't remember if you're using the pike or the halberd. And then
I sacrificed the pike to that one dragon thing.
that's right, you did. And then lumber.
Yeah.
I need Tajan, Althor, and lumber to make con saves.
Oh my gosh, I rolled so well in the first half. What happened?
Woo!
You
Oh,
you
Althor
rolled
natural.
good rolls.
Althor natural 20
Okay, nice.
7.
Okay,
and 19 for
Don't
Tajan.
act like that's
Okay.
happy.
so lumber takes 11 points of necrotic damage.
Necrotic.
Are you resistant to necrotic being?
I am
Okay.
resistant to necrotic.
So you take
1.
2 because it's 11 have to 10 or 5 have again, so 2 because you made the
Okay.
save, and then Althor is not resistant to necrotic, takes 5, so that's and it heals 18 hit points.
Dang.
It heals the amount of damage it deals with this, but it can only do it once.
That's good.
All right. Kashna,
Yeah.
your turn.
Sweet.
You were standing just behind all. You were just out of range of this thing that was drawing in all the moisture. You and Fire.
So I'm just
Yes.
Witch Bolt.
All right. Make an attack. Are you hit? Oh, it doesn't really matter. Actually, they're about the same state
Oh. Okay.
at this point.
Okay. Unnatural 20.
That hits. So at
Sweet.
this point, it's 3d12.
Uh-huh. Yes, it is.
Mhm.
And that's my one spell for today.
Oh, you have 2 at this point.
Shut up. Shut up. Everything's sticking
What
together.
invocations did you go with? Do you remember?
Yes. Agonizing Bolt. And
Good choice. I think you have 3 at this
Eldritch. Why did I say? Why did I write Eldritch Blast twice? It's Eldritch Sight.
Eldritch Blast 2.
Eldritch Blast 2.
point. Eldritch
Electric
Spear is one. It
Boogaloo.
doubles the range of Eldritch
I
Blast.
don't need that right now.
Which actually, there's a way to shoot 1,200 feet.
Mhm.
It's very
Can share it
nice.
with spell sniper.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway,
That
And
and spell
crossbow
sniper and
expert.
distant spell.
it's
Crossbow expert
crazy.
doesn't do
Anyway,
anything. That's just for melee.
You're
You're thinking of spell sniper.
beam of it says blue energy, but it's gonna be dark green.
Yeah.
Shoots out, hitting this thing as an arc of lightning is between me and this thing.
Yep.
Doing
3d12.
3d12. The initial blast,
Yes.
and there's no plus to this, right?
Nope.
Okay.
What resistance comes with being incorporeal?
Most physical damage.
This isn't physical,
Uh-huh.
as I do deal 17 damage.
Okay.
Just so bad, so Ferric and Pyle, you just see this dark green lightning bolt hit this creature. Oh, I mean,
And
I'm-
this is why he fell
no,
off
it's
early.
because I did this at the right edge
Uh,
of the table.
It does seem to resist it.
Ha! What? It doesn't take the damage?
No, it takes half damage.
Why?
But you don't. All you have to do next turn is use your action, and you just do the d12.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
So it's you have roll each of you roll a d6, or in this instance because you did both of them, I'm gonna call it 2d6.
Oh my gosh. Can I do? Is question.
What?
Roll a
2d6 for both.
Question.
Well, 1d6
I have a
apiece.
question.
Sorry.
Does it take an action to use the pound?
3 for both.
No. Okay.
Why
So
not?
3 and 3, and then Patrick, 3 and 3.
So I don't know if these things can fly.
Or
right?
d6.
The-
Or
can-
2d6. Roll
can I
2d6.
tell if these-
5 and 3.
Can I tell if these things can fly?
Yes.
They can.
Yes, they have. They have already.
Okay.
You watched one of them fly over you guys and then land by those two at the back.
Okay. So I'm gonna give those two something.
Okay.
As Costner just kind of points.
He's like
at you
holding on to
two.
Vibra and then just looks around.
Look. Points at you two
Um,
as this beam, these two like beams of dark green energy, flow at you and hit you as these metal wings, dark crow wings, sprout out of your backs.
You now have a 60-foot fly speed. Both of you.
Cool. Why?
Use it. Use it.
Positioning.
And also fast.
Yeah.
Speed.
I can teleport 180 feet.
But can you fly?
Right, but this won't cost you a
This only costs movement.
Oh, never mind.
Never mind. Oh, I see.
You have it for 1 hour. But they are
No.
part of you. Oh, no! Yeah, roll a d4.
You have it for 2 hours.
They are part of you. So yours look like Archangel from X-Men,
Yes.
but black. And yours are black feathered wings.
Oh.
Yep.
All right.
Be a human.
Tajan,
All right.
you have one of them right up next to you. You got
Um,
technically 3 attacks if you use your bonus action.
All right. Well, I'm actually going to use my bonus action for coordinated flank.
Good call.
First. First and foremost.
Using a maneuver.
Yeah.
Haven't done that yet.
Mm-hmm. I've actually done that specific maneuver once before.
Yeah, that's fair.
All right. So 17 to hit.
Double hit.
All right. Wonderful.
Very nice.
Wonderful. Where's my... Here it is. 9 to damage.
Okay.
Attack 2. 18.
That'll hit.
Wonderful, wonderful. 9 damage again. And that's my turn.
All right.
And now it's all Thor.
Yep. Immediately gets to, bite,
Yeah.
presumably. Unless there's
Bite.
another
What?
bite.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that what you're saying?
I was just unless there's another attack. I assume bite was what you were.
Yeah, there's bite, tail, claw, but bite is best.
Mm-hmm.
That is 25.
That hits.
Oh, that's not the right die. All right. Math. 13.
All right. Oh, not ripped. Whatever. All right. That one's actually starting to look hurt.
Gnome.
So it's now started the round. I'm going to give a brief description of what you have learned they are resistant to. Fire, cold, lightning, and non-magical weapons.
Gotcha.
So they took half damage from that, but that was still 3 solid hits.
Yeah.
The wolves did full damage, though.
Correct.
Because they are magical creations.
Mhm.
That is what you've learned so far. So, Pile,
All right. Pile.
what's your... You've taken a little bit of damage, right?
Yeah, I've taken 10.
Then continue.
One is threatening
One is
me.
right up next to you.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, he slurped your lubricant out of you.
No.
Your joints feel weird now.
This creature is now poisoned.
Okay.
It's actually immune to poison.
Hey, so am I.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I'll take the attack of opportunity.
Thank you.
I'm going to back up.
All right. It is gonna swipe at you. That is a. That's a difficulty sometimes. 15.
I'll return.
Misses.
Okay.
Okay, yeah, he'll back up the full 60 feet.
Yeah. Are you backing up or are you going up and over into the cave?
We'll go into the cave.
Okay. So you fly up and over, and it's kind of weird using these wings. You're a bit clumsy, but you make it work.
Yeah. And then,
It's easier once you're into the actual cave because the wingspan is tight in that tunnel.
yeah, that makes sense. Now he's going to cast Lash.
You cast sniper shot to the head. What's Lash do?
First I gotta make my range attack roll. That is a non-natural 20.
That'll hit.
Okay, great. So, on a hit, the target takes 48 force damage
Okay.
and becomes grappled.
Nice.
While grappled, the creature is primed with force, which means it suffers 2d6 force damage.
So another like overtime.
Yeah.
Okay.
But they can break this grapple by rolling athletics against my
Alright.
constitution.
Go ahead and roll damage.
2, 3, 4. Oh my god.
It's your roll bad.
5.
But is this the one that was right next to you or the other one?
The one that was right next to me.
Okay. So, two things. One, fully impacts.
For all
Shitty,
that's worth.
shitty hit
Yeah,
is not grappled.
Okay.
It is an incorporeal. There's nothing to grab onto.
that makes sense.
It's like you're standing above a teapot going, missed.
Yeah.
That looked.
And
I'm glad
do
that
I-
wasn't on camera.
Yeah.
That looked weird.
Do I roll the fire damage on my turn or
You're right.
That
on
looks
their turn?
so
on their turn,
gross.
I've been doing it.
You're so lucky we don't
So
have a
he went-
camera right now.
You said 5 damage? Buddy. That was bad. But you now know that they are not resistant to force damage, which means Eldritch Blast.
But I'm doing Witch Bolt.
Well, yes. Viper,
But
The one of the things they are resistant to.
let's find out if they're resistant to necrotic.
do you wear armor? Or are you just...
Technically, yes.
Okay. I wasn't sure. Viper is going to look around, and he's going to back up slightly. He's going to spend a sorcery point, put 2 hands out, 2 guiding bolts.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yeah! Seems like the right call.
Yeah.
Oh, one of those is nat 20.
Oh.
Unfortunately, I did just say it was first level, because that's what my brain was going. But that's still 46 double.
Yeah.
And it's not vulnerable, or it's not resistant to radiant. So the first one takes 15 points of damage. That's the one by you, Captain.
Sick.
And the next attack roll has advantage.
Sick.
And then the one that crit that is 10, 23. That's the one right by you.
Nice.
It's looking pretty hurt,
Oh.
and the next attack roll has advantage. Captain. So he goes. His hands very faintly glowing, almost like repulsor beams. But it's just like someone turned on a spotlight briefly.
Yeah.
And the light's just kind of clinging to them. As he puts his hands down, kind of. Thank you.
Are they dead?
Not yet.
Oh,
The one that the wolves and you are attacking is pretty hurt. The one by Captain Ferric is kind of hurt.
what
which-
about the one that I'm Witch Bolting?
That's the one that's also by the dragon and you guys,
Okay.
so it's pretty hurt. Ferric, it is your turn.
You also have wings.
I do. How close is it to me?
That was a real solid hit.
How close is it to me?
It's in melee with you. It
Do they
has used its reaction already, though.
Do they have reach?
Not that you're aware of.
Okay.
They have long arms, but it seems to just be. Here's the thing: if a human dehydrates that badly, it all just kind of looks spindly.
Mm-hmm.
And they're also faintly.
going to-
You can't really see from like the shins down. It's just mist or dust. So
Give me a second.
I'll show a picture of them in a second.
I'm going to use my combat cantrip, which for my attack, ballistic blades.
Okay. What's that do?
It's basically these two. Kind of like visually, they look like half energy swords.
Okay. I'm picturing the cyberpunk blades that are on your arms.
I mean, they look more. They're made of energy. They look like.
yes, but that's just what I'm picturing. Is
It's
the
like they.
Yep. All right. So make 2 attacks, correct? Or is it just one?
It's just one attack.
Full Metal
Okay.
Alchemist. What energy?
For 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
It's 40-12. It's
How are you doing so much damage?
war.
Oh, yep.
War.
I forgot that
As
was.
of war.
This is literally what you're built for.
And I can do this once per short rest. So
I mean, this is the time to do it.
Yeah.
Is it force damage?
it's just piercing.
Okay. But it is this definitely counts as magical for the sake of this.
It's 32.
So // and it immediately is very hurt. They may not be magical by the definition of this world, but they are technologically advanced enough that it might as well be.
Uh-huh.
There is very little difference between magic and science we don't understand yet.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-huh.
As much as that's a haha funny thing to say on the internet, it's also true.
Yes.
If you took a phone back to like 1500,
You would probably be hanged.
Burned as a
you
witch.
would be burned as a witch. Or drowned. They do that sometimes. They'll tie you to a chair, and if you don't drown, you're a witch, and they get to burn you at the stake. If they do drown, guess you weren't a witch. Oops, guess I was wrong. Weirdly enough, they were wrong almost 100% of the time. Except for the few people that could hold their breath for however long.
Yeah.
Would you like to move, or are you good?
Good.
All right. That hurt. Make a con save.
Yeah. 6.
Ooh. You take 6 points of necrotic damage, and your max HP is reduced by 6 points
Permanently?
until you take a long rest or drink abundant water.
The fuck
That's
is
literally what it says.
I see. Lumber!
Or
Yeah.
you have to get greater restoration or something like that. Your HP is reduced to 0, you die. That's just, yeah, makes sense. But anyway, as the ground itself pulls moisture out of your body, and then around you is a nice little circle of purple roses.
Purple roses. Purple
Wow.
roses.
As the moisture is pulled directly out of you and fertilized the ground. Because you guys are in its lair.
Yeah.
It is the one that was right up next to you guys. It's going to make an attack against you, Ferric.
Yeah,
That is a 21 to hit.
that hits.
I need another con save.
Say.
Okay, okay.
4.
What are your...
Technically, that was a nat 1.
Okay. So you take 25 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
You are stunned. 1 level of exhaustion.
What happened?
And your hit points max is reduced by 24. Or 25 as well.
Oh, what was the first reduction?
6. So 31 total.
So I'm at My max hit points are currently.
As you watch,
Did that get through my shield? That regened
how much does your shield have?
15.
Okay, so you can take 15 off of that. So 10, because it was 25. So it's a total of 31. So you take 16 total, is what your HP is reduced by. Because your shields will absorb the rest. But
23 max hit points.
Kashna, because you were still in this instance looking behind at them, you watched as it reached out, touched him, and you just see his face sink in. He immediately, like dark veins, and the creature just almost inhales and grows a little more. It doesn't seem to heal, but it exhales, and then all the greenery around gets a little bit more intense. More flowers and mushrooms.
Is it
and
my turn
moss.
Whose turn is it?
It is Lumber's turn.
Okay, great. Because
He Captain's looking real rough.
Lumber is going to cast Thorn Whip.
Okay. At the one next to Captain or the one.
Captain.
Okay, make an attack roll.
No, well, that's the wrong die.
That is a D12.
It's just my attack bonus, right?
It's your spell attack.
I don't know.
So it's 3 plus your wisdom
It's the
modifier.
same thing. So, 16.
That'll hit. So
Sweet.
2d6.
2d6. Nice. Any bonuses?
Not
No,
in this
4.
instance. Okay, but it is magical.
Yes, and I also have 2 wolves.
And
It's dead.
no,
Oh.
it's pulled 10 feet towards you. That's how Thorn Whip works. So it grabs, and you watch as it latches onto something. There's
Also,
nothing
it's
to grab
green.
onto.
It's greenery.
Mm-hmm. As it pulls. I'm in that case, roll an extra d6.
Oh.
It's a nature-based spell.
That's 3 more damage.
Okay, so that was a total of 7.
Yes.
Okay. Pulls it 10 feet towards you, which puts it about 10 feet from you.
As I have 2 wolves.
Yep.
As neither of them hit.
Unfortunate. But you got this one off you, and because he is stunned and currently has a point of exhaustion.
Yep.
Yes,
he
you get a
does.
save at the start of your turn to make
Yes,
to
he
break
does.
the save or to break the stun. It's the other one's turn.
Uh-huh.
He is going to he's gonna attack the biggest thing. He's gonna attack the dragon.
Second biggest thing is the lumber.
15.
No.
Okay. Starts to just reach in, and Ulthor just swipes her tail through it, and it disperses briefly before resolidifying. Kashna.
Yeah.
Zap.
No.
Oh, you're not? You're
No,
gonna
I
Eldritch
know what I'm
Blast?
going to do. I'm
Okay.
going to attack the Thorn Whip one
Mm-hmm.
with Eldritch Blast.
All right, so make 2 attacks.
Okay. The first one is a hit because I got a 16 on the die.
Yes.
And the second one is a 16 because I have a +8.
Nice. So 2d10. What's your charisma modifier?
5.
You have a +5.
I have a 20,
Nice. So 2d10 plus 10 for agonizing blast.
and I will be in fact making that necrotic damage because I have a spirit grave touched.
I'm going to tell you,
Uh-huh.
don't do that.
Oh, bad idea.
Their whole purpose is absorbing moisture.
They are immune.
They're either immune or resistant. They're not. You
absorptive.
learned that force damage hits them normal.
Okay.
I like the theming. Probably not a good idea.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just letting you know.
Okay. So 2d10.
Yep, 2d10 plus 10.
They just heal all the damage you did to them.
As the
Get
hope,
bigger.
as that is in fact 20 damage.
Yeah, you.
As
And
I
it just
take out, like, as I
disperses.
stop that, and just as these 2 beams of force.
Yep. It disperses into dust.
I just do this.
Where it lands, it's almost like you scattered very small, moisture sponges at just like little spots of
Mhm.
greenery turning brown.
Question.
Uh-huh.
Would that have died from only one?
And a skull drops.
Would that have died from only one?
No, it needed both, unfortunately.
Just wanted to make sure because I could have attacked both.
Don't worry,
No,
I'll
it
finish
did.
off.
It did need both.
No, that's it,
And a
Yeah,
skull
it's-
drops?
Yep, out of the seemingly ethereal,
Interesting.
no teeth,
For some
just
reason.
skull.
Interesting.
It does crack because it's very dry. Your turn. Tajan and Ulthor.
Oh,
Natural 20.
For which
Nice.
It's
Tajan's
advantage.
Oh.
Flanking.
one? You said
Alright. I'm flanking with my dragon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I am
so,
flanking with my dragon.
My dragon.
With my dragon. Dragon.
alright.
Dragon is
That's 18 damage for the first hit.
dragon.
Still up.
Yeah, because the crit.
Yes.
Second one also hits.
Nice.
10 damage from that one.
Okay. Still up. The only reason it's up is
dang.
because it's not a magical halberd.
Tis.
Dang, I need to get me one of them.
Yeah.
Alright.
Unfortunately.
Ooh. There's an option.
You have a bonus action. You're gonna
Yep.
pop it just for a little
I'm
bit
gonna
more.
bop it for a little bit more.
All right.
Bop it. Bop it. Twist it.
That is
Pull it.
a like 19.
So
So
I mean, roll the d4 plus stuff just to throw extra damage on there.
5.
All right. And then Althor gets a hit.
She does indeed. I'm pretty sure that hits. That's a 17 on the die.
Yep.
All right. 11.
Okay.
11 nomching damage.
That did it. Bite,
Yummy.
and the skull cracks as it turns to dust.
So is the dragon
Combat is it?
magical?
No, it just only had 3 hit points left.
Oh, I see. Never mind.
Yeah.
It was picking at it slowly, but the dragon finally landed the final hit. Combat is over.
Costume's
Yummy.
going to hop off a Viper.
Uh,
Run up
he
to-
is going to walk over, or unless you want to fix it.
Captain.
With what?
That's fair. He's going to walk over. I can
Why are you hurting, Captain?
partially assist you. And we'll cast Lesser Restoration, which at the very least gets rid of the stunned.
If you kill him, I can bring him back
Decreased
with
max
Revivify.
HP too? Question mark?
No, that's
If you
greater.
kill him, I can
Kill
necromance
him.
him.
Kill him, I can Revivify. It's
No.
fine.
You should have grabbed
I am sorry. You are
So the two skulls,
I am
right?
hurting.
injured beyond
Two
my
skulls,
means
right?
to fix. Well, one broken skull that's probably being crunched right now.
Well, one skull that fell
Yeah.
and the other one that's being crunched.
Yes.
Kasha's going to quickly run up to the one that fell,
Mhm.
pull out his squirty staff and just back.
All right, it cracks and you smash it.
Throne, right?
Throne of Skulls, and very
Thor.
beautiful glade.
Hail Thor. You want to go hit that?
Eldritch
throne?
Blast.
Roll 2 attacks.
Yes.
Well,
Well-
what'd you get?
Well, the first one was a 17 on the dice, and the second one was a 7 on the dice, but it's 15.
I know. It's so 25 and 15.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you
To try and
The-
destroy the throne.
15 hits but doesn't seem to do anything.
Mm-hmm.
The 25 hits something about 4 inches away from the throne,
Mm-hmm.
and then a invisibility drops, showing a elven figure,
Lumber.
brown hair tied back into quite a few braids, honestly, maybe 3 or 4. Shorter, definitely, but sitting on the throne, just kind of
Apron.
no.
What have you done?
Why are you in my home?
Who are you?
The world is crumbling around you.
Yes,
What have you done?
I am protecting this place.
What is this? Or
There
what
is
it?
a shorter, tan-skinned elven woman, dark hair tied back into a bunch of braids, almost like just out of her hair. She's wearing a it's like a leather chest piece. But she was invisible on the skull throne. What do you want?
You are here in the outside world.
I am doing what I have been tasked to do.
By who?
Who are you?
I am Providence. What is your names?
I am Pile 5. This is Captain Ferrick of the Legacy. This is Lumber.
I'm called Lumber.
This
Shut
is
up.
Bird.
That's an order.
Goshna,
I
Now
am.
go ahead. It's
I
too
might
late.
protect.
This is Tajin. This is the Lizard.
Her
This
name is
is-
Althor.
Viver.
And those were my friends.
They tried to kill us.
They were defending their home.
We
You
did
didn't
not
stop.
threaten it.
And you didn't stop them.
You
You could
entered
have.
without permission.
They
And-
took away all the water without permission.
We did not do that.
Who did?
The person who has given me this purpose.
And who is that?
Is this purpose worth all this death and
This is not
decay?
what we wanted.
Is it what we want?
Koshna,
Let me speak.
shut up.
I'm going to intimidate him.
No.
It doesn't work right now.
What? No, him.
I know.
It's just talking.
He's too focused on her
Uh-huh.
to be scared of you.
And also,
I have a
Tiny
20
Birdman.
in charisma.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And
This is a captain. You are interfering with his mission.
I'm- In this instance, you can yell all you want. It will not have an effect. I'm sorry.
I'm saying he's trying to get information, and you're asking questions that are completely
No, I know.
unrelated
I know.
and unhelpful.
I
to what
understand.
He's trying to do.
Do you have anything to say for yourselves?
could you not have stopped that yourself? There was a misunderstanding, and you chose not to clear it up. You were sitting here on your throne of skulls.
Station, if I may ask if I can continue. Or at
Would you
least if
not
I can
defend
do-
my home or your home from intruders?
Station, may I do the talking? Please?
Striked first. Looks
That
at
is a
Pyle.
lie.
Pyle rolled highest in initiative.
It's true.
Oh,
They did not attack.
Also true.
All they did
They
was
would
show
have.
themselves.
You wouldn't have asked us to roll initiative if they weren't going to attack us.
Yes, I know. But
But in
from
game,
her perspective, you guys attacked first.
Yes, I struck first. It was pointed out to me that two figures were approaching and they seemed to be bearing a hostile disposition. Now, it is true that we have invaded your home. Admittedly, it is worth stating that we did not know this was a home. We wanted to seek out what the source of the outside problem was, being that
Would you say the home of the problem?
we assumed this to be the home of the problem. Yes.
So you did go into a home.
Yes.
Well,
Captain.
that's
I-
an order.
I would like Smile
Yeah, that's what
to
I
roll
thought.
a charisma check.
oh no.
Is it charisma? I think his charisma's higher. Or no, charisma's the lower one. Whatever.
He does take over.
God
Yeah.
damn it.
So, yeah,
No.
Pyle just goes, and then
You know, that scene, so it's like, God damn it.
you're damn right. I struck first.
To be fair, covering his facial
know,
plate
it's
does
just-
nothing.
It's just
It makes you feel better.
I'll take that
It
mark
does.
with pride, as you'll see outside.
this is
I
Wisdom
doubt.
save.
Providence.
I want to wait to see
Okay.
how this goes. I have to let this dice roll succeed.
15.
Okay, fails.
Okay.
Unfortunately, as you are held, be a held person.
And I
Providence.
can't speak.
You freeze in place with kind of a green
If I
aura.
may explain before I continue, my compatriot Piles has another mind inside his head that sometimes takes over. That would be the one that just did. Do not take it.
He has my sympathies.
If I might ask, who is telling you to do these things? Is it the Purple Rose?
Yes.
Who
She is not telling me.
You don't know who. You simply know it's the purple rose.
If you were to interrogate me with the most impressive magical forces, it could not be forced out of me.
Do you know?
I am aware, but I cannot tell. It is part of the pact.
Magically sealed.
Yes.
See, I can know things.
Never said you couldn't.
Just said you weren't being helpful.
Political discussion is that about.
Old person ends now.
I
Whether or not-
swear if you said
whether or not
one
they
word,
gave-
I'm going to shoot
Do
you in
you-
the face.
Do you think
What was that?
I have 4 other people here that will do it with me.
I don't know who he is, but I like him.
You're lucky I'm the more survivor-oriented one. Otherwise,
Cosmo's gonna walk directly up to Pyle.
I am
know.
Survivor?
That was a good one. That was a good one.
What?
Don't.
That's my
Joseph.
Please
designation.
Caution is gonna walk directly up to Smiles.
Can I explain something?
No.
Can I be brutally honest?
You're going to anyway.
Thank you. Now, I would just like to point out that
You are
what-
pointing, yes.
I'm speaking to the elbow, not Viper.
Yes, but Viber does say that over your shoulder.
Yes, he is.
Are you still? Well,
Good
I was
observation.
about to ask if you were still flying, but when the whole person went, you fell.
Joseph, yes, that is
Yeah.
correct. He is pointing. Very good
I
observation.
would like to point out
Yes, you do.
that there are some very obvious connections to be made between your friends and what was going on outside. Admittedly, you claim that you didn't want any of that to happen, but as I
She
must point
didn't.
out, okay, we'll get to that. It still happened. Now, if your friends aren't responsible for what happened out there, okay. But if they are,
staring at the captain,
did
going,
they strike first? Did the people that are dead and decrepit and dehydrated, did they get a chance to fight back? Maybe, maybe not. My point with this is,
Her fight started long before they were alive.
Yeah, shut up, let him speak.
I am very survivor oriented.
no. Yes, he
Undoubtedly,
is.
we all are. Some more
Every-
than others.
Reasonable creature has a survival instinct, yes.
Yes.
All creatures, not just reasonable.
Human children do not have a survival instinct.
That's why they're not creatures.
They're a monster.
I was gonna say that.
Even young dwarves know not to go swimming.
Okay.
I don't even think they know what water is.
I'm not going to apologize for what Pyle did, because Pyle took the means to survive. Was it on somebody else's home front? Yes. But if I was Pyle, I would have done it sooner. And frankly, well, no. That's all I have to say.
I like this one. I like this one.
You're a bird. Shut up.
You're a robot. I like you. I like the way you think.
You're a shiny thing.
Apologize for my.
No.
You're a shiny thing.
Gosh, is just gonna stand behind Smiles.
Fractured compatriot.
I apologize for my captain with no balls.
And
Have you been castrated?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
He checks.
no.
Okay, that wasn't my fault.
My foot hit the cord. That's what happened that time.
Oh my god. Give me just
You did
1 second.
two.
I'd like to roll sleight of hand.
Okay.
Take Smiles battery.
Is that
No.
My toe hit it.
I mean, something relating to that, but it's not.
unacceptable?
Off switch.
There we go.
Okay, turn us back.
so sorry, people.
23.
I'm not.
Alright, I'm going to activate the emergency shutdown. It's like just smile.
Why would you do that?
But he's still stuck upright. Don't worry.
My new friend. I hate you. I hate you. Where's that
Too
button?
long.
Connor,
What's up?
I would like you to roll a d100 for me.
Oh joy.
It's no longer just a robot.
Huh?
That was so close to being a 1. 92.
Okay.
Do you want it to be a one?
Doesn't matter.
What I mean is that he has a power.
That's true.
That's what I mean by he's no longer just a robot. But for now, he is deactivated. Continue.
Did this happen? That second time. I know.
What would you like us to do to repay this debt? And we would also like to know what happened and how to fix it, if possible.
She's quiet for a good 15, 30 seconds.
Lumber is simply watching her.
Mhm. As a bird flies through one of the cracks in the ceiling where the light's coming from. Flies over to her, lands on one of the skulls nearby, chirps at her. Kind of. She'd like to see you
Oh, great.
to explain.
To explain.
Pile.
Pile or smile?
Smile.
Give me one sec.
Nope.
That they on switch?
You
There's not an actual switch. There's like a couple.
are in
layers.
sleep mode, basically.
Mhm.
Yeah.
You hear Legacy. He's in your bag right now, speaking to you in
Oh,
your telepathic, Bluetooth style
Mhm.
communication. I need you to wake up.
Yeah, I'd like to.
Can both Pile and Smile hear
Wake
this?
up.
I'd like to.
I said
Where's this
wake
damn button?
up. As there is a. Basically, yeah. He just jolts awake as if he got defibrillated from the inside.
That was faster than it should have been. I swear, if you point that out to me, I'm going to do it again.
My friend is back.
You bring it up.
He really doesn't like
Don't.
his.
Don't say a word about it. If you say a word about it, I'm going to do it again.
Lumber's gonna walk
And this time, it'll be a full reboot.
and kind of
We both
Kneel
know
down.
it doesn't work on me.
She's sitting on the throne.
true.
But if she was standing 5'4",
Lumber,
What are we still doing
Yeah.
here?
can you explain exactly how a tree is born to piles? Anyway,
Smile.
Lumber has walked over and kneeled in front of the throne.
And is
hey
looking
Viver,
Providence.
can you explain exactly
Patrick,
the
shut up.
components of your armor?
Oh my gosh, he's trying to
The
get the conversation
smiles?
happening again. Okay.
No, it's just Smile will be like, stop, shut up, shut up. And this is
I may not know much in this world. I am indifferent, neutral in this conflict. But I do not wish for innocent life to be shed. Innocent blood to spread upon these lands.
More than we thought was possible has already been.
I wish to undo the death.
I don't think we can undo it, but we can prevent more.
Were you the cause of the undead?
As I said, she would like to explain.
I do not believe it will be a satisfactory answer. Nothing
That is for you.
explains this.
That is yet to be
Catastrophe.
determined.
There is no good explanation for this step.
As he stands up and walks away. He just starts walking out of the cave.
Okay.
Last I checked, you made me a goddamn
My new friend is awake.
What?
I did.
co-captain.
Unfortunately, me and you are the only crew members. You cannot order me what to do. Once we find crew, they do not count. Once we get an actual crew,
Do you need book person?
are you willing to do what we say?
I'm gonna do what he says.
I don't want.
I do not either.
I can shoot magic lasers.
So can I.
I think you being a part of the crew would just be an active danger to me.
Why?
In fact, I think you would bring our
Shut up!
chances.
Yes.
A very
Lumber.
Yes.
No, Providence says that
Okay.
as you're walking away.
He just pauses. Wow, he listened to her, unlike you. He doesn't
Which,
turn back.
two things.
Mm-hmm.
One, did you introduce yourself to her?
No,
Okay.
none of us did. I don't think.
no,
He
Wait,
introduced
oh, yeah.
introduced us.
Pile,
Okay.
Pile did.
Kyle did.
Yeah.
everyone's name. He went.
No, he said bird.
He stopped at the elf.
Yep.
He didn't get to you.
I got
No.
Cajun and Alpha.
He
Okay.
gave him.
No, he said bird and lizard.
Yes, that's true.
I did say
forget.
lizard.
But
I corrected him.
I need someone's permission to send you to her grove.
You have my permission.
Why are you asking me?
Is that dangerous?
You say you have
Why
my
do you ask
permission.
me?
She stands up. She reaches into her
I am
small
nothing
pouch
in
and
this
pulls
world.
out
I am
a
but lumber.
forked green metal rod and just rings it against the skull throne as it vibrates a single tone, definitely a tuning fork,
Why do you say my name? I am but lumber in this world.
as you feel a very faint shift. Not dissimilar to when you crossed universes, similar vibes. But instead of forward or whatever direction it was up. Felt like someone grabbed your spine very briefly and just went like a half
I feel a
inch.
little taller.
All of you did.
Finally, all the women want me.
You are still in the cave. No. The sun is now
I do not understand.
blue, bluish purple light coming through the crack in the cave. And
I
then a
just
moment
Batman
later,
Keaton turn up.
the crack opens up like a flower. And that is where we'll end tonight's session.
Excellent.
You and me.
Hopefully you all enjoyed yourselves.
Hopefully we'll be back.
Hopefully we'll be playing
Not next week.
not next week because it's the first Tuesday of the month.
Hopefully we'll
Should we
be
stop?
playing again.
No, it's the 30th next Tuesday.
Oh, it is?
We will be playing next week, hopefully.
Allegedly.
Yeah.
Should
But thank you for tuning in, and